architect and the builder. They arrive calmly from their escalator with a sense of purpose.
토르토라 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 토르토라. We're not starting this stream with me on a hospital bed this time. This is the first real stream since I've been sick, because the last one was a social experiment. Toratora! Toratora! It's good to see everyone. How is everyone doing today? I am fucking wired. Tiger Furs, I cannot lie to you right now. I'm fucking wired. I've made a few mistakes today. I decided that I was going to buy a gigantic bottle of cold brew coffee from Target. If you guys are in the Discord, you probably caught my Target shopping experience, or at least mentions of it. I went on a grocery trip last night. I had a lot of groceries to buy, which was one of the reasons why I didn't do ASMR last night. The other reason, and I hope you forgive me, is because I wanted to play Dragon's Dogma. Kill! Kill! Yes, kill! Spaniard, thank you so much for the 10 months. Much appreciated. That's very kind of you. Koda, thank you for the 35 months as well. Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate it. That's very kind of you. I might talk pretty fast today. Because, as the stream title suggests, I ingested as many cups of coffee as this new controller that we're going to be reviewing today. Dragon, dog the dragon. I've ingested as many cups of coffee today as this new controller we will be reviewing has. As much as the buttons it has. Dude, I'm fucking... We're 5 minutes in the stream already. And I'm gone. I'm twisted. I got it twisted today, dude. To illustrate exactly how many buttons this controller has, thus how many cups of coffee I've had today, you can start counting, man. This is the Hot 42 controller and it is the hot new thing in fighting games. A very, very, very generous person on Throne, an anonymous gifter on Throne, purchased this when I put it up on the Throne gift wish list recently. And as per promised, I'll be reviewing it today. We're gonna be putting it through a test spin today with Street Fighter 6, which is the only game that I think would benefit from this controller. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I think Street Fighter 6 could be the only game that this controller will directly benefit compared to others. Unless you're playing like Guilty Gear Strive. Maybe I'm just like... Maybe I'm so Tekken pilled recently that I just can't imagine it. But... Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 buttons here. It is 16 entire buttons here. I don't know what fighting games besides Street Fighter 6 directly benefits from this. But let me greet everybody properly here. What's good, Santi? What's good, Bunmun? I cannot see who showed up right before Santi just because your name is blocked out, but I'm gonna guess it's Clown Wrangler? Maybe. Yes, it is Clown Wrangler. What's good, Clown Wrangler? What's good, Attenborough? What's good, Amazing Avian? What's good, Toonses? What's good, Mr. Zhang-Son? I see people who are usually Street Fighter 6 regulars who are parading in the street for me to play this game again. It's been 6 months, Venom voice, 6 months since I've played this game. So I see a lot of people who play Street Fighter 6 still regularly who have come out in droves. What's good, Don? What's good, Show the Monet? Good to see you. What's good, Dandy Wave? What's good, Chaos Muffin? What's good, Butler? What's good, Coder Patsy? What's good, Wolf Gauge Mozart? That's a very good name. What's good, Darko? What's good, Cliff? Good to have you here. You brought the same controller. Different controller, same brand. Which one did you get? What's good, Nombrow? Scrolling through more. What's good, Elephant Shoe Enjoyer? Shrewd Elephant Enjoyer. What's good, Shingoki? Are you excited for Goki's release very soon? What's good, Spaniard? What's good, Tactical Cocaine? Nanoda! 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 It's good to see you, Nanoda. I hope you're doing well. Scrolling through more. What's good, Bun Velvet? Good to have you here. What's good, Butler? What's good, Songo? What is good, again, Spaniard? Scrolling through more. What's good, G-Max? Good to see you here. Where's the Tekken? Tekken is still on the table. Tekken's still on sale. But as I said before, this controller I feel like would only benefit Street Fighter 6 unless you play a sicko anime game that has like a million different macros that you could use. This controller I feel like it's a less is more with Tekken. I can't imagine all these macro buttons working with Tekken, to be honest. I feel like Tekken is a less is more game because it's a 4-button fighter and the macros in that game like don't matter. I like have never encountered a situation where I've used the macro in Tekken besides to key charge. Key charging is literally the only macro I've ever used in that game. The rest of them seem kind of pointless. Also, Snaker, it's good to see you again. I hope you've been doing well. Yegboy Units, good to have you here. Also, Wolfgage, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Much appreciated. And Pseudoneko, it's good to see you. Let me scroll through more. Abba Shimada. I'm kind of talking like Abba today. A Daigo hitbox. I did say that Daigo pimped his controller, 2x pimpy on his controller, adding like a shit ton of buttons to it, and I do see the vision. After playing a bit of Street Fighter 6 with this, I do see the vision. Also, El Chapo, it's good to see you. I will be attending EVO this year, for sure. And Colin Lair, it's good to see you too. I hope you've been doing well. Shadowgeist, it's good to have you here. And Chicken Cooper, it's good to see you. I will be attending EVO this year. I've gotten word, or at least I've gotten implication, that the company that sponsored my EVO trip last two years ago will be able to do it again this year. So, I'm very excited for it. Also, Remarkable, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And Reaper, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. It's good to have you here. We are taking a look at the Hot 42 controller today. Gonna catch that Evola again. The company that sponsored her, let's just say this. Yegboy, that joke would be funnier if you just say, let's just say it's my CNITs. The joke would be much funnier. I'm gonna give you an A for effort. But the joke would be funnier if you said, let's just say it's my CNITs. That would be a different joke. La CIA. I thought it was funny that I said La CIA during the Tekken stream as the CIA, thinking that that was how you say CIA in Spanish, solely from the fact that I played Metal Gear Solid, and that's how they say it in that game. La CIA. Is that how you say it in Spanish? You just say the entire acronym as like a word? Also, Dr. Afro, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. La CIA. Jack and Core, it's good to have you here. La CIA. That's my employer. Yeah, the company that I worked with last EVO, or 2 EVOs ago, they decided to sponsor my trip again this year. Or at least it seems that way. At least it seems that way so far. I hope it's true. I hope it's true. Peace Walker taught me that. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Peace Walker honestly taught me a lot about South and Central America that I don't think I would learn otherwise until recently. Until becoming a Tiger of the Shimano Dojo, I don't think I would have learned as much about South and Central America. I feel like Latin America, almost all of my knowledge came from the Metal Gear series until recently. Did it teach you how to walk in peace? That's what they did in Invasion of the Martians. They keep saying, we come in peace, we come in peace. Invasion of the Freaks more like it. Shimano's gonna have us talking like Granados from RE4. Don't Granados speak like fake Spanish? I almost said fake Spanish. I'm pretty sure they speak like fake Spanish. Like they just went through a dictionary of Spanish words, and then they like tossed them together. That's my understanding of Resident Evil 4 from a layman's perspective. They found out that 90% of Tiger Bows are from Latin America. It's true. It's just true. Every time I tell someone that like 90% of my viewer base is like Latin American, they're just like, there's no way. You speak English. And I'm just like, have you seen my stream? We play fighting games and watch shonen anime. You got something to tell me. Ooh, sinister. Ooh. First message. I'm afraid of the calendar because its days are numbered. I'll give you a pass for this one. It's your first time message. This is your first shot, the first bullet in your revolver. I'll give you a pass for this one. I'll give you a pass for this one. Everybody gets one. Fighting games is a universal language. Fighting games are like food. They cross the language barrier like nothing else does. Have you seen like Japanese players and American players play together? There's something so sweet in the fruit of like cultural exchange between a Japanese player and American player without being able to speak to each other, just playing fighting games. I have a friend who played against a Korean player for like 5 hours, and neither of them spoke each other's language. They just kept playing Tekken with each other for like 5 hours. Both of them were stuck with nothing else to do, but they had Tekken. So they just played Tekken for 5 hours, and neither of them spoke each other's language. They just spoke in Tekken. They just communicated that way. How do you make holy water? I put it in someone's lungs, and then they yell, holy shit. You boil the hell out of it. Your second bullet out the chamber? You better reload before you fire all of them, man. First time chatter, got some hands, got some jokes. We're at the Laugh Factory today, I see.
13 is now following.
Same response, lol, ha 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 ha. Oh man. I don't care if my boy has a family or what his job is, but he has a mean cause. He's got a mean blender. Gotta search up a new joke website. I think you need to find a new like toilet book. You know what I mean? Like those books that you keep on the toilet where you read a joke out of it. So you have a joke for the car ride on the rest of the family road trip. Igna, it's good to see you. What in the math am I watching, Shisho? My grappler monkey brain does not understand what these buttons are. It's the regular hitbox layout plus 4 extra buttons. Get the Yozo toilet Steam Deck. Would you guys be mad at me if I do agree with Yozo's opinion? So if you guys are not aware, Yozo's opinion is that we need more toilet games. And what a toilet game is a video game you could play on the toilet. And let me tell you, I be doing some toilet gaming sometimes. When I'm fighting battles that cannot be won in the bathroom, sometimes I just sit there with my Steam Deck. have so many toilet games already. We don't need more. We're about to play one today, man. Get the Yozo toilets. I do have the Yozo toilet Steam Deck. What kind of towel or chunk of wall is the iPad on? That's my blanket. That's my blanket. It's actually really soft. It's actually really soft. It looks maybe not as soft in this photo, but I just set it on my bed and took a picture of it. What games aren't toilet games? That's a good question. I mean, any game that requires a land cable is definitely not a toilet game. So do you live in my walls? I live in everyone's walls. It's the spirit of Christmas. See Balatro plus Backpack Battlers collab? I did not see that. Are they actually doing a collab? Two games brought together through the influence of Northern Lion. Makes me want to do Evo 37 and Third Strike on the toilet, not gonna lie. I feel like you could play training mode on the toilet. I've never stooped that low before, where I've labbed on the toilet. Dude, this is your third joke. Your third contribution to chat is another Scholastic Book Fair journal joke. You haven't even followed yet, man. Oh wait, no, you have followed. You followed on January 29th. Okay, that's fair. I was about to pull the trigger, and then I was just like, okay, that's okay. We gotta like work on your chat game here, man. We gotta find some interesting and unique ideas. The best chatters are the ones with the interesting and unique ideas. And some of those interesting and unique ideas account to just skibbity riz, but like, that's fine. You got dad jokes for days. I think you gotta work on your material. I think you gotta work on your material just a bit. I do a moment 37 on the toilet every day, brother. It's called life. Parrying the shit that hits you. Go be a family man. What if they unfollow just for the bit? No, don't unfollow. Have you guys ever seen that post that's just like, no, don't unfollow, I'm a girl. Every time I see, shit on Twitter that makes me respond to it because it's so stupid, I always think about posting that after for the followers that see me respond to dumb shit and think about unfollowing for it. Okay, Riz, I got you? No, don't. You don't. I'm sorry. I'm preemptively stopping it. Girl unfollowed. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this controller. It is the Hot 42 controller. It is a micro, tiny, small, the smallest controller I've ever used. It is the size of the PS5 controller. It is roughly the width of the PS5 DualShock controller, the DualSense controller. Which, if you hold one in your hand and compare it to your average hitbox, it's very small. Let me, it's average. What country is this controller average in? That's tiny? It's so small. It fits, like, just in the palm of my hand. Does this work on PS5? You'll need an adapter to do it on PS5, which is why it's probably not going to be my competitive controller. But it is very nice for Street Fighter 6. A few of the features on it, let's see if I can pull this up for you guys real quick. You could see the LED lights, and you can also see how thin it is here. It is like possibly the thinnest controller I've ever seen as well. It's thinner than the snack box. And the snack box is already like really thin. Osakino and Lonely Fisherwoman, thank you for the follow. Lonely Fisherwoman, that's a very good name.
Lonely Fisherwoman,
I hope you enjoy your stay here.
1987 is now following.
It's got a very slim profile, but as you can see from the side here, it also has a USB port. It has a USB-A port and it has a USB-C port. Two of them actually. The USB-A port can be used to plug in adapters so that you can play it on Xbox Series X and also PS5 as well. What kind of pillow is that? We're moving on. What kind of pillow is that? We're moving on. We're not gonna talk about the pillow. We ain't talking about the pillow. Listen, it ain't about her. It's like RSI is made into a product. What is an RSI? Wrist strain injury. You need a Brooks converter, but the controller is also cheap. Exactly. The cost effectiveness of the controller versus buying like a PS5 naturally enabled controller is definitely more on this side for sure. What is the screen used for on the front? Does it have profiles? So, repetitive stress injury. My stupid ass said R and thought it was wrist. My stupid ass read R and said, oh yeah, wrist. So you can actually program different images onto the little screen here. It's usually used to show you your inputs to prove that you have, what's it called? To prove that you have SOCD cleaning. But what it can also be used for is using a splash screen image as well. So you can put like anime art on there too. It has to be black and white, but it's really cool. I actually have Makima on mine. Also, Vinef, it's good to have you here. I hope you're doing well. Okayu body pillow. Okay. It is a body pillow. It is a body pillow. I'll tell you guys what it is. It's a Spice and Wolf body pillow. Why Makima? Surprised it's not Maki. So, the reason why it's Makima... Also, Vinith, for the 23 months, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. The reason why it's Makima is because I went to the Discord where they have all the splash screen art, because you actually have to like make it custom. You can't just upload an image to it. You actually have to like customize it to make sure that it fits within like the black and white scheme. And the best one there was a Makima one. I could have had a custom one. I could have had a custom splash screen on my controller. But the best one that was already made was the Makima one, and I said fuck it, and I put it on my controller anyway. She is the well, I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I almost said Chainsaw Man spoilers. Makes sense? Spice and Wolf base? Spice and Wolf is very based. This body pillow was bestowed upon me forever ago. Maybe like... Has to be like 6 years ago by now. One of my friends bestowed this body pillow onto me, and then I've had it ever since then. It's my Spicy Wolf body pillow. What's a convenient and believable excuse? I read that as what, and I was just like, let me think about one. No, it is definitely a real reason. The only two other ones on there that I thought were cool, hold on. I can actually post them here. You guys can see what they look like. Image. Make source visible. Don't mind if I do. So I'll show you guys exactly what these look like. They are black and white pixel art. So they're black and white pixel art to fill the very small OLED screen that's attached to the controller. And you can set it so that it always displays these. It's really cool. Let me grab the other ones I downloaded too. So you also have a jury one here too, which I thought about using. Jury piece of art that you can use. Let's see, what else is there here? I think I have one more. I do have one more. I downloaded this Jujutsu Kaisen one too. These are the three that I downloaded to swap between. A lot of convenient narratives happening. A friend. Definitely a thing that could be said. Yo, Andrew, what's good? It's good to have you here. I hope you're doing well. When do you bark? That's what the CSM fans got from her, right? If I could throw hands with anyone, if I could do battle, if I could fight, if I could enter the arena and joust with anyone, it would be with Chainsaw Man fans that do not deserve Chainsaw Man. Two people I would step into the arena to fight: Chainsaw Man fans that don't deserve Chainsaw Man, and Berserk fans that don't deserve Berserk. Those are the two people I would step into the arena to do battle with, until they're a broken and bloody pool. Do it better, spoil the manga for them. I would never be that low. I'll just continue to accidentally spoil Jujutsu Kaisen instead. Also, Peiku, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. It's good to have you here. I hope you're doing well. 90% of Twitter. Yeah, definitely true. It feels like every time a shonen anime that I really like pops up, it feels like every time it's beset upon by stupid people. And there's never anything worse than like a good thing that you enjoy also being enjoyed by stupid people. That's a fate worse than death, I feel. Unfair fight, they've never seen a woman before. It's like Christopher Columbus coming to the new land. Would you rather have a son who barks for Makima or a daughter who wants their hair grabbed by Nanami? I'm gonna say I take the poison pill and kill myself. I'm gonna say I just kill myself, man. It might be easier that way. When the person you hate is in the right, that's never true. That's never true. The people I hate are never correct. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. I don't see how it could be any other way. If I didn't hate them, they'd be right. If I didn't hate someone, they'd be right. You know what I mean? We power scaling anime fan degeneracy. I definitely think Chainsaw Man's up there, but I feel like there's another subsect of Chainsaw Man fans that are like against the Gooners that are so stupid in another direction. Like, I feel like there's the Chainsaw Man fans that are like, they're the Gooners that only care about the fact that Makima is hot. And then there's the Chainsaw Man fans that are like, misrepresent the story in every capacity to make it so that their favorite character is like an uwu, small being innocent, heckin' pupper, r/chonkers, did nothing wrong. Cause they're like, okay, Denji is my favorite character. Denji is one of my favorite characters of all time. I think he's one of the best written characters in shonen anime. People will present him in a way that's like, he can never do anything wrong, and him being like a piece of shit to people is like he's a minor. How could he ever do anything wrong? Denji isn't a bad way. He's in a very bad way, and that's what makes him interesting. A lot of people that I see on Twitter are just like, he's a minor. He can never do anything wrong. And I'm just like, why don't you just grow up, dude? Get a job, man. Pochita's literally a puppy. He's not actually a puppy. He's what's the South American mammal that lives in the water? You see a lot of him in Japan too. Capybara. He's a capybara. You don't understand Shisho. He's traumatized. That's why he crashes into those towers. See, I love him. That's why he had to crash into those towers. Mr. President, a second neurodivergent... a second neurodivergent plane has hit the towers. You love Denji? Google's Denji AIDS. Yeah, that's also the shit that people be doing too. I had to sit through like a really stupid argument this morning, where people were talking about Miku's age, and I'm like, Miku's like not a real figure. I'm like, I get that there's representations of Miku that are 16, but Miku is like literally, like, in the most literal sense, she is like a template. She's not real. She's like a blank slate of a character. She has like a million different ages. Just because one of them is 16, man, doesn't mean that like you were living in the correct timeline here. Also, Blazing Bear, it's good to have you here. I simply don't really talk about fandom stuff with much anyone but my friends these days. That's honestly the smart idea. I'm 31 years old. Yeah, I would say the closer you get to 30 and beyond, the less time you have to deal with any of this. Every year I feel like this is like more of a waste of time to scroll through Twitter in the morning. Miku's real and your girlfriend? I wish I had hand tracking because I would do the delusional... I would be doing the delusional hands right now and be like, good for you, buddy. I'm so proud of you. Did I miss the stream story you mentioned yesterday? I've not told it yet. I'm still talking about the Hot 42 here. We got a bit off topic, but as you can see here, I feel like the make and model of this thing is like actually really high quality. Like, you can look at the side here and look at the acrylics, and I feel like the acrylics and metal plating to it is like actually very good. It feels not hefty, but it doesn't feel light in my palm. Like, when I lift it up, it feels like the exact weight that it should be. I would say it has a very comfortable weight, and it has a very comfortable profile. It feels solid. I'm slapping it right now. It does not feel like it would burst into a million pieces. I do think that the snack box is probably more secure of a build, just based on the pricing point alone, this controller is $40, to remind you guys. But it does feel very solid. The plunger buttons do feel good. I mean, I don't think plunger buttons are definitely the most, like, expensive part of the build, to be honest. Because you can get them for, like, $2 a piece or less. But they do feel responsive and they feel good. Like, you drink how much? We don't talk about that. Also, Hangover, it's good to have you. I hope you're doing well. Does it seem like something you could spike in anger and it would still work? See, you're asking a question that you shouldn't even be pondering in your head. You're asking a question, Avian, that I don't even believe you should be pondering in your head. The first step to that question is to walk a different path in life so that it never occurs to you. The first step is to let go of your worldly desires. Slaps hot. This button could fit. This baby could fit so many KVDs. She show your heart, dude. I'm fucking tweaking right now. I'm actually tweaking right now. I've had 16 cups of coffee today. 8 of them were from cold brew, and 8 of them were from like hot brew. And it did not hit me until I got off of work. 16? I did have 16 cups of coffee today. So I usually drink around 6 to 8 in a day. And then she's had as many cups of coffee as is Miku's. True. Shisho, you're gonna die? Shisho is brew maxing. Dude, I fucking have auto brewery disease but for coffee right now. I thought the title was a bit. No, I've definitely had 16 cups today. I had 8 cups out of I drank the entire pot of 8 cups of coffee. And then I had 8 cups vis-a-vis a Target cold brew. Because I got through the entire thing of coffee earlier today. And then as soon as I got through it, I still had to work. But the dojo cleaners came by today. The dojo cleaners came by to clean the dojo today. And they take up the entire space like just directly outside my room. So it's really difficult to get through and then like, you know, get shit out of the fridge. Because they're busy like cleaning the floors, cleaning everything. So I could not get water. Also, thank you for the water, much appreciated. I could not get water because my water is empty and it was in the fridge past like all the cleaning shit that they were doing. So my only other liquid that I could drink was the gigantic bottle of Target cold brew that was in my fridge in my room. She would kill the lemonade that kills you. I'm gonna go to Panera Bread and the lemonade that kills you is gonna be my victim. Alright, let me take a drink of water.
Cute_papaya is now following.
Also, cute papaya, it's good to have you here. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. The water better be clear. There's some mold in it. There's some mold in it, for sure. Oh, Shania, it's good to have you here. Helldivers is very fun. I'm glad that you've been enjoying it. It's really fun. I kind of want to play it with more people again soon. Maybe we could put together a dojo night for Helldivers 2 again. The new junk food arcade slider, or whatever it's called, is cool. Can someone link me to it? I've never seen it before. VTubers and Mold Classic. That's who it used to live, man. Do you think VTubers are mammals? Do you think we're like actual like walking, breathing creatures? No, we live off of mold, dude. We're like Resident Evil 7 enemies. Goes to the next picture here. So this is a direct size comparison with the Hot 42 versus a Nintendo 3DS from Japan. Rina Mishima in Street Fighter 6? She is, and her name is Juri. Dude, what the hell is this? What the fuck is this controller? Wait, hold on. Let me put this up on the screen. This is the controller that kills you. This is the controller that drank the Panera lemonade that kills you. What the hell is this? Fit the screen. This looks like a Steel Battalion controller. How do you play this? What are the bottom buttons for? This is a freaky controller. It's wild? What? Okay. Word out to Junk Food Arcade. They're the only people with enough guts to put 2 analog sticks on a hitbox. Are those the shoulder buttons? Dude, they might be actually. But my question is, what's with the WASD? Why would you put... Okay. Someone... I need to get in contact with someone at Snackbox. I was previously. I talked to someone representing Snackbox before, but they did not know that I was Shimada Tiger. I just like went by their booth and I talked to them, and then they were like, talk to me extensively about shit that was going on, and I was just like, oh, thank you. But I have to get into contact with someone at Junk Food Arcade. Why the fuck do you guys keep putting WASD on all your new cool controllers? Do you hate me? Did I do something? Did I do something to you? Communication is the bedrock of any relationship, and it seems like there's some things better left unsaid here. Why are you putting WASD on every controller? That shit is whack. For keyboard warriors could use the exact same layout with the keyboard. Also, Alex, it's good to see you. I hope you've been doing well. The button controller underneath that photo without the WASD looks way better. See, that's what I think too. I could use this way better than I could use this. Dude, I hate WASD layout. I'm mad now. Some of these MSD, Jesus, that's what I'm saying, dude. It is clean though. They do make very high quality controllers. WASD cooks don't hate. Dude, you forgot an R in that. Your cooks is missing an R. WASD crooks more like it. This shit is insane. More like WASD kooks. These people are crazy. Why would you use this? Imagine learning pretzel inputs on WASD controller. Dude, imagine doing fucking 360. If there aren't something on par with Cherry MX switches, it ain't worth. What kind of switches are they? Let me take a look real quick. I'm pretty sure they are Cherry MX, but I could be wrong. Hot 46S series. Show me the specs. Show me the specs, Batman. Show me the specs here. What are your switches? What are your switches? Accessory type gaming keyboard. Huh. This is like the Hemomancer. It's written as gaming keyboard. What do you call this? A hitbox. A gaming keyboard. A Hemomancer. A gaming keyboard. Mama Liz's keyboard oil. Let's see, does it show what switches these use? I don't think I could find any. I think I could find any indication of what... Let me look at their website. Hold on. I have their website open somewhere. Hot 42. A series. Let's see here. Let's see here. They have M1 and M2 customized keys. Those are the... Oh, wait, no. That's not what it is. Okay, they're KO low profile switches. So they're basically what I use for the snack box as well. Also, Fallen, it's good to have you here. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, they use low profile KO V2, which is very similar to what I use for the snack box controller, except I use the ultralight ones. So the ones I use on the snack box controller are probably like 50% weighted to this, which means that this is like twice the weight. And it does feel pretty slow in comparison, but that's like the normal amount. Like, I'm playing on the normal amount, but I've been playing on the sicko amount this entire time. Also, came out later, it's good to have you here. I hope you're doing well. Masterworks all, you can't go wrong. Yeah. A few complaints I have about the controller. It's too small for the amount of buttons that they're trying to fit in this. In my opinion, I think that this version of the controller... Was that Cryptid? That's Crete. That's Crete. Crete decided to sneak up on the controller while I was taking a picture. Suppose you could swap out the buttons fairly easily. Yeah, so I'm flipping it over right now. I can tell you guys right now, it is the same system that you would switch out the snack box buttons. There are 4 screws on the back of this, actually 6 screws on the back of this controller. If you're able to unscrew it, you can pop off the back plate here, and then there are a bunch of eject buttons on every switch here. So you can swap out the switches and you can swap out the buttons too. So if you go to Junk Food Arcades, you could probably find buttons and switches that you would rather use. I don't know exactly how easy it is to swap the board, because the board seems fairly locked in place here. It might be soldered in place, but the switches themselves seem pretty swappable for sure. Wait, are those 2 thumb buttons? They are 2 thumb buttons. So there's a left thumb button and a right thumb button. I'm more particular to the right one than the left one for sure. T16 is probably the one I'd buy. I think if you have large hands, this is too big for you, or too small for you for sure. That's why I want the hot T16. It looks closer to the Empress size. I think that the quality of these controllers is closer to Empress, for sure. They're comparable to Empress. I don't think that they're as good, but they're definitely comparable to the Empress level of quality, for sure. Let's take a drink of water. Baki hands. V1 and V2s are not interchangeable, unfortunately. Is that what these are? Is that what this is? Or is that something else? It's not wired. The circuits are just printed that way, like the snack box does. I see, I see, I see. Yeah, let me put this away here. So far some of my opinions on it. It's a bit small. I think I prefer the size of the snack box, but if you are looking for as small of a controller as you possibly can get, this is exactly what you want. The price range for it is like more than worth it, to be honest. If you don't already have a better controller, I would look for this. The problem, however, too, is the fact that it doesn't natively work with a PS5, which tends to be the new standard in a lot of places, especially if you're playing Tekken. If you're playing Tekken 8, I would say maybe look for another controller unless you trust the workaround of an adapter. There has been word of some people running into some issues where they have like their entire controller short circuit if they use weird adapters that some locals do. Because I don't know if you've been to a local before, but at a lot of locals they have like weird adapters plugged into every console to make sure that every controller can work. Not all of them may be vetted. Some of them could just be contributed by the players themselves. And then I've heard for sure stories of people like short-circuiting their controller and then their controller just dies. Do you have a Brook Wingman? I do not have a Brook Wingman. So I didn't invest in an accessory because I already have 2 controllers that work natively. So I wasn't really interested in trying to like, you know, punch up this controller versus just use the ones I already have. This one is really fun for home use for sure. But it's still, you could work around the limitation when you go to the locals if you have converters. Also, Shady, thank you so much for 9 months, 9 whole months. That's almost the whole year. I really appreciate it. That's very kind of you. That's very sweet of you. Thank you so much for the resub. Another problem that I have, at least you can spring mod them with V1 springs. I'm not actually like very versed in the DIY aspect of these controllers. I have done a lot of customization on my snack box, but it's been very surface level. It's been very surface level. It's been basically swapping the buttons, swapping the art, and swapping the switches. Everything else is like, has come out of the box. Another downside to this controller that I totally did not expect is the fact that the cut on the acrylic is not as clean or rounded as the cut on the snack box acrylic. And what I mean by that is that if you play it on your lap, your hands are down on the controller, the sides of your palms are probably going to rest on the sides of the controller, and the way that the acrylic is cut, it's not rounded off to a smooth edge. It's kind of sharp, to be honest. So there's kind of a discomfort when you use it for the first time if you don't know exactly the right hand position. Because I started using it and then I was just like, holy shit, my hands are like, my hands are chafing on this controller. Like I wasn't expecting that, but I mean like, it's $40. It's $40. So you know that they have to cut some corners, and this is literally like the corners that have been cut, I feel. Is that the acrylics themselves are like, it's not bad acrylics, but it feels like the acrylics could have been sanded off and rounded. I don't know if you could actually do that yourself without damaging the controller, I wouldn't recommend it like just outright in case anyone smarter than me can recommend it. But I would say like beware. Because extended play with this thing could be very uncomfortable if you don't find like the proper hand positioning for it. It's the tiger that mains Kazuya. What's good, Darkspear Havel? I actually don't main Kazuya. I main Kazuya at home, which is Reina, which is also Heihachi at home. Ozaki, it's good to see you. Hope you're able to rest now. Not floating your hands? Dude, how do you people float your hands? How do you people... Okay. How do you play like this? Also, Sunny Smith, it's good to see you. Opening on Dakota, it's good to have you too. Let me grab the controller again so people can see how many buttons it has. Has 16 buttons. I'm fucking tweaking right now, dude. I've had 16 cups of coffee today. I'm tweaking. I'm genuinely tweaking. Before stream, I was like shaking. To float your hands, simply imagine gravity and then defy it. That's kind of like the advice I give people during ASMR to help them sleep. But I actually cannot float my hands playing on these controllers. I feel like... I feel like a fruity hacker. I feel like a fruity hacker when I float my hands on the controller because I don't know, I look like Mozart or something. like I don't know, there's something weird about floating your hands on these controllers. Fellas, is it gay to float your hands? Does the controller come with a cup of coffee? I could use it as like a very, very, very thin camelback and then report back to you. There are demons in my room? Yeah, there are demons in my room. Why do you think your parents hate you? Why do you think all your past relationships failed? I feel like I'm never gonna stop quoting that TikTok. It's so good. Just pretend it's a jazz piano. I'm gonna pretend like I'm fucking what's his... Every time I have like a sick reference I'm about to make, I'm gonna pretend like I'm Bill Evans on this thing. The Bill Evans of the Hot 42. Every time I say Hot 42, I feel like I'm about to say like a radio station. Pretend you're Dracula dramatically playing the organ as the vampire hunter enters the inner sanctum of my lair. You guys are all the vampire hunter and I'm the Dracula. And let me tell you, I'm burning all the witches and digging all the ditches. Yeah. I do think that this controller is really good. If you are looking for a leverless at a decent price point, I would for sure recommend it. But we're gonna put it to test today. We're gonna actually put it to test today. First, let me put this away. Let me actually make it smaller. We'll keep it here, and then we're gonna make it smaller. And ing all the itches, exactly. Dude, I used to be actually a huge Rob Zombie head back in the day. Momentora put me onto Rob Zombie, and then I took like a fish to water. And then now I hear a Rob Zombie song, and I'm just like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Also, Blitz Railgun, it's good to have you. And Anime Guy, it's good to see you. Let me grab a Bartholomew for you. There you go. Hope it works well for you, Nietzsche Show. Thank you. If anyone else is interested in this controller, let me link you guys the shop link real quick. We're gonna be a shill real quick. We're gonna shill the Hot 42 for you guys. It is $43 currently on AliExpress. This is exactly where I purchased it from. Patreon? This is exactly where I purchased it from. This was a thrown gift, by the way, from an anonymous gifter, and once again, anonymous. I really appreciate it. By the way, 16 cups of coffee is just short of 1,500 milligrams. All right, hold on, let me look this up. How many mg of caffeine can kill you? Okay, why, when I search how many milligrams of caffeine can kill you, the first thing that shows up is how many milligrams of caffeine can kill a horse. If I swear I hit the horse one and it's the amount that I drank, I'm gonna start screaming. How many milligrams of caffeine? 10,000. Okay, 10,000. If I did maybe like 6 more. If I did 6 more, we might be there. If I drink 6 more amounts of coffee that I had today, we're fucking in, bros. We're fucking in. We don't even have to go to Canada. We don't even have to go to Canada. We got the made pill right here, and it's just the fucking rest of the Target cold brew. How many milligrams to kill a tiger? I don't think the science is in for that one. Slander my main Ed? Okay. I've yet to encounter Ed in Street Fighter 6 because I've not played in 6 months. Elizabeth, it's good to see you. Take care of yourself. I will. It was definitely, not a amount I was expecting to drink today. It was for sure an amount that I was not expecting to drink today or wanted to drink today. I was just ignorant of the amount that I was drinking. And then I stopped drinking halfway through the day. And then I started shaking, like, when I finished with work. Because I put all of my energy into work, and then as soon as I didn't have an outlet anymore, it was like... it was like when you step off of the hose, and the hose just starts, like, spraying everywhere. That's how I felt with, like, my energy. Could replace my backyard Tiger Waters bowl with coffee. Dude, is that the Tiger King in chat right now? She's doing that one episode of Futurama. I love how we, like, referenced this at least 3 times in the Discord so far. It's that much of a, that much of a cultural touchstone. So I've not played Ed since Street Fighter 6. Or I've not played Ed since Street Fighter 5. But Ed players are the type of people... Hold on, let me come up with a good rant for this one. Let me come up with a good slander for this one. Let me come up with a good slander for this one. Is that Jets cutting your hair? It is Jets cutting my hair. I'm gonna show you guys the full art for it in a second. Zoomers? I have a good one. I have a good one. Hold on. Hold on. Ed players are the type of people who, when you ask them in school if you could borrow their mechanical pencil, they hand it to you with a bite mark in the eraser. And only the tiny bit of lead. They're the people with the bite mark in their eraser and only the tiny bit of lead that doesn't even fit back into the pencil itself. Speak on that? Listen, words have already been spoken. Ed players play with the most battered 3 buttons on their controller you've ever seen. Everything else is pristinely untouched. Ed players just to have like 3 buttons that look like they've taken a Category 6 Hurricane, and then everything else on their controller has been like, out of the box, brand new. Ed boy who cannot bag a canker cyste. The only Ed player you follow is unbelievably desperately down bad for him, so that's your frame of reference. The only Ed player I think I follow is Ending Walker. Unless he doesn't play the new Ed. I know he plays Ryu. I know he plays Ryu. I don't know if he plays the new Ed. They are Zoomers though, but I feel like, I don't know. I've never like seen an Ed player in person except for Ending Walker before. Or at least I've never seen like their physical corporeal form besides Ending Walker. He has to be the only Ed player that I've like seen. He's exempt from my slander though. He rocks that character for sure. Let me take a drink of water. Also, News, thank you for the follow as well. Much appreciated. I think we're good to hop into some Street Fighter 6 today. Make sure the game is ready. Make sure we got a good queue here. Turn to mode select. There you go. Tiger Bros, are you prepared for Street Fighter 6? Is everybody here ready for some Street Fighter? I got jump scared, what the hell? What the hell? I got jump scared, I forgot that this is my fucking... I forgot that this is my title in this game. I forgot that this is my title in this game. Holy shit. One sec. This is so funny. Wait, hold on. Dude, why did I ever stop playing this game? It's so good. Tekken is an amazing game. It never lets you do shit like this, though. Tekken doesn't let you pull shit like this out. Hold on. This game is so good. I forgot that this is my title plate. I totally forgot that I had this. It's so good. The paranoid delusions are flooding in. Every 1 second of stream feels like 10 minutes to me, to be honest. That's how much the caffeine has got to my brain. Learn to read, Shady. I didn't get to do my double ASMR last week, so I felt really bad, so I decided to schedule it again this week so that we could do the experiment to see if people like double ASMR. I'm actually really excited for this week. There's a lot of cool stuff on the schedule. You watching the Baki crossover? We have to finish the current season of Baki. The dojo watch-alongs have not gone to the end of the current season of Baki, and I feel like we might need to. I've also never seen Kengan Ashita before, but I do have like a million songs from the soundtrack on my Spotify playlist for the stream. I do have like weakest apple fritters enjoyer. I do have like a million songs from the Kengan Ashita soundtrack on Spotify here. Actually, let me grab one real quick. Hold on. Let me pull one up here. Let me pull one up here for you guys. Hold on. Hold on. They're so good. I don't know exactly what they're cooking with the soundtrack here, but it's like Kengan. Okay, let's do this one. Show me the most popular song here. What is this one? Like, it goes hard. Like, the general OST in Kengan Ashita goes really hard, and it seems very fitting for what I can only describe as a Baki-like. Everything is great for the Juri in the side. Juri is the best character in Street Fighter. I'm sorry to tell you right now. Outside of Sakura and Makoto, Juri is the best character. Chat, is there a story for the chicken on her head? That's Bartholomew. He is the strongest member of the dojo. He's a chicken that hatched like 3 years ago during Easter. I was getting the Easter eggs ready and Bartholomew hatched out of one. And now he's the strongest member of the dojo. He's also like a 5,000 channel point redeem. Your favorite, it's Emperor, that's what you think it's called? Let me find it. Let me look for the Kengan Ashita OST. Chicken and Blue Waffle. Thank you for the follow, much appreciated.
Chicken underscore and underscore blue underscore
Kengan
waffles is
Ashita.
now following.
It sounds like a Street Fighter V OST song. Kengan Ashita OST. Where's my favorite? My favorite is on here. The Emperor is... Okay. The Emperor and the Builder. Ascending from their escalator with a sense of purpose. This one. This song is fucking fire. This goes crazy. You were absolutely right, Kombosa. This is a fucking fire track. I always forget that this is like on the soundtrack. You still have yet to find a character you like in Street Fighter? I feel like so many characters are so cartoonish in this game that like you have to like fall in line with like one of them specifically. Cause the rest you're just like, I don't care. Unless you grew up with the series, I feel like people going into it, they'll see like a lot of characters and be like, what the hell? Who is this bozo? But then they'll find the one that they really like. Even stronger than Shimada Tiger? I don't believe it. Trust me. We have to keep his power level down or else it's gonna strike fear in the hearts of every tiger, bro. God, this song is so sick. It's so good. Kengan is Fire IMO. I've been told that the manga is better than the anime. But I've also been told that it's crazier than Baki, and I don't know if I believe that or not. I feel like Baki is like probably the most insane anime of all time, for sure. Just in terms of like the expectation that everybody's a regular person and not like a fantasy character. That itself is like the crazy part to me. They brought a caveman out in Baki. That's like shit that you do in a Hanna-Barbera cartoon. That's not shit that you do in like a respectable like anime. That's what you do in a Hanna-Barbera cartoon. That's the shit that they pull in Scooby-Doo. Anime is a fun watch, but it's not great. See, I'm not gonna watch it because it's good. I'm gonna watch it because it's fun. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. Also, I almost forgot to show you guys the art today. Let me go through here. We have this art by Mentonio PNW. Let me go through all the art here. Let me open this up. Shimada art. Latest. Let me put a link here. The only thing missing from this art to make it a perfect illustration of my in and out order is the fact that it's missing the animal fries. Everything else, this is so fucking good. This art is so good. He was cooking. He was cooking more than the line cooks at In and Out. It's so good. The perspective is great. The fucking car, like he drew the inside of the car actually really well. It looks like the inside of my car. remembered the palm trees on the In-N-Out cups. This shit goes hard. More people should incorporate In-N-Out in their fan art. Somehow. We're an In-N-Out shill here. Where are the abs though? Listen, after that meal... Let's be realistic here, G-Banks. After this meal, I'm not sure we're gonna be seeing them for like a week. Let's be my fellow Americans. I must keep it $1.50. Yeah, the art is so good. Pumping my brakes every time you go for a bite. Did I tell you guys my worst habit? Which is, this is gonna sound way worse than it's actually true. I swear I'm a good driver. I swear that I'm a really good driver. I don't drive unsafely. But my worst habit is lightly pumping the brakes and the accelerator as if I was using the pedals on drums when I'm listening to a song that I like drumming to. I don't do it in any way that makes any sort of difference whatsoever to the driving. I swear I'm a good driver. I swear I'm to a good start. Oh, I'm to a good start here. I swear I'm a safe driver. I'm such a safe driver and I'm so experienced in drumming that I don't do it in any way that's perceptible. I only do it in a way that I can feel the muscle twitch. Jump scare people behind you with the rhythmic brake lights. We have Art Blakey fucking rhythm going on in the brake lights behind me. Someone's like, oh shit, that's moaning. That's Art Blakey's moaning. This tiger knows her shit. Cause of death vibing. It's a very jazzy way to die. I mostly do it like when I'm parked. If you pump your brakes when you're parked, it's already fine. 2-foot driving for real. What's good, Savannah? It's good to have you here. Sometimes I do 3-foot driving too. Put this away. Also have brand new fan art in the Dojo Discord. This is posted in the Discord art channel. Let me grab this one. It was by... The name is very long, so I always need to... Dude, what the fuck is up with Discord and hiding people's names? Their name is very long and it's hard for you to say. It's Oxy. It's Oxy. This is a very cute piece of fan art by Oxy done the other day after they inquired about my model sheet. So, which is now pinned in the Dojo Discord too, if you guys would like to see it. It's really cute. I really appreciate this, Oxy. Thank you so much for the fan art. OBS hides names in streaming. It's possibly one of the worst features of Discord is the streamer mode hiding everybody's names. Especially when like I need to find someone during stream. And then, this is art by Spaniard. Dude, Spaniard, this art might have my favorite shading that you've ever done. It took me like a minute to fully like see the level of detail that you put into this one. Because if you look at the face here, the lighting and the shading is so good, like on the face. The way it reflects on the face is so fucking good. I really like this a lot. It's really good. It's my mandate of heaven art. For I have the mandate of heaven. My soul has the mandate of heaven. It's so good. Let me put a link to this in chat for you guys. You don't want me to find you? I smell the Australian. Also, Fisherman, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I put this away. I grab this one. And this art is the one that's currently on the schedule. It is an anonymous request to MS Paint Pro. It's an anonymous request to MS Paint Pro of Jets giving me the low taper fade. It's so good. I fucking love the inclusion of the Tiger Bro with the Moai statue. MS Paint Pro always makes bangers. It's so good. I knew I had to make it my schedule art this week. I was like debating on what to do for my schedule art, and then I remembered that I had this like in the fucking chamber, and I'm like, okay, I'm pulling the trigger. I'm pulling the trigger. It's so good. It's so good. I feel like MS Paint Pro always shocks me when they use something that's not MS Paint. Cause I'm like, wait, you're MS Paint Pro is like always cooking, and I'm like, wait, you're cooking with this too? Multi-talented chef in the chat right now. It's so good. I love it so much. Alright, I'm gonna put this away. I forgot what this was. Let me open this up. it's a meme. It's a meme by Clown Wrangler. Gee, Shimada, how can you have both the fish and the bear's paw? I locked in. It's so good. It's so good. I would post this on Twitter as a meme, and then I made a fucking typo and I deleted it and I forgot to repost it. I've been sitting there thinking, oh god, this is such a funny one. I gotta repost it eventually. But I love the fact that, like, if you don't watch the stream every day, this is just fucking gibberish to you. Like, it makes no sense, and there's, like, no rhyme or reason to it. Also, one more piece of fan art that we have today was an anonymous piece of art through Mashus. It was back when I was sick. I couldn't properly show this one off, but it made me really happy when I got it through the Mashus, so I wanted to share it with you guys too. It's so cute. It's so cute. I love the little tiger bro doing the wiggle in the bottom. It's very cute. It's very cute. Yeah, when I saw the tiger bro wiggling in the bottom, I thought about the happy, happy, happy. Happy, happy, happy. Bum 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 bum. Happy, happy, happy. Bum 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 bum. Okay. That's all the art. That's everything. Let's get into the game. Let's get into the game. My brain operating at like 1,000,000 miles per minute due to the dangerous amount of caffeine I've ingested today demands that I play a Zoomers video game. The insane amount of caffeine that I've ingested today demands that I start focusing 100% of my brain cells on like quick muscle twitches. So when I say Hajime, you guys will say us. And that's how I know you're prepared for some Street Fighter 6. You also grab the tiger bro here for you. There you go. Okay, is everyone ready? Everybody prepared for Street Fighter 6? Hajime! Us! Us, us, us! Us, us, us! Surely the caffeine will help the reaction speed. Let's head in here. I forgot the fact that I need to, I forgot the fact that I need to do screen capture. Yeah, we're playing Street Fighter 3. Let's go. Bad chest, bad chest. Alright, Street Fighter 6.
Let's go!
Let's go! Us, us, us. Us, us, us. I have Street Fighter 6 here. Let me also grab the game audio as well. Properties. Still in Tekken 8. Dude, I'm still in Tekken pilled. I thought about sidestepping someone. I played like 5 games earlier today during my lunch break. And I fought a Ryu, who is new challenger. And I thought, damn, I'm just gonna sweep right now. The Ryu I fought had 200 hours in casual queue. And 0 in ranked. I was like, is this the most power level hiding I've ever seen in Street Fighter? It's 200 hours in casual queue, 0 in ranked. This is like Frieren wandering the fucking wastes, and hiding her mana. Okay, let's do stream music. Let me get rid of this actually. All right, let me go to the next one here. Everything's King and Ashura. Okay, there you go. I forgot that I had it specifically on the Kenganasha one. Alright, hold on. Let me bring up the stream deck as well, just so we have use of it. And let's hop into some Tekken. God, the fucking... The Rising Storm music in Tekken 8 is the best. It's so good. Alright, let's do ranked. Hop back into ranked. We're gonna do your feet. Right now in Street, it's just Smurf hour. That's how I felt actually. I was just like, it feels like there's a lot of Smurfs playing this game now, which is very strange. I feel like they all got to Master because Master like only requires that you put like hundreds of hours into the game. It seems like Master requires more so time investment than like actual win rate. You want the foot? Oh no. What's wrong with this guy's title? Where's the $1 million costume? That's what I want to know. Alright. Is this person playing? Okay. Get in this guy's rhythm. So I got this controller specifically. Okay. They're just 1 bar away from... Fuck. They're 1 bar away from burning out here. Probably get them with a good drive impact. Throw. I have not played this game in so long. Alright, BI or DP. What the hell? Is that overhead? There you go. Foot to the face. Look at it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Oh, now you're ready. Let me know if the volume's okay too. It seems a bit quiet, like on my side for the game. So one of the reasons why I bought the HOT for this game, specifically, is because I feel like Street Fighter 6, as a 6-button fighter with 2 macros that seem like necessary to play the game. Check. Is Street Fighter can rear off that one? I thought we could punish. We cannot punish. DP. There you go. Good DP. It's the DP hour. So you gotta work on that meaty. Up you go. We have a level 3 on deck. We could buffer into a level 3, I think. Good though. There you go. Watch story mode. Already played with the controller? I've not played the controller yet. Also, Genuine, it's good to have you here. So the reason why I bought this controller is because, or I put it on Throne, is because Street Fighter 6 is a 6-button fighter that requires 2 macros to play at a reliable level, I feel. I feel like it's a game that requires the macros. It's pretty easy to do a macro on 4th row punch button, but 4th row kick button feels really out of the way for me. Okay. Fuck it. Fuck it, you ball, I guess. Okay. Up you go. Good throw. Wake up throw. I probably can cover this distance with, I used the wrong button there. It's hard to get used to exactly where my macros are on this controller. Cover this distance with this. We're safe. That's not safe. Okay. Up you go. After not playing a game with Lynx, it's hard to go back to a game with Lynx. Where are her comfy flip-flops? I need to mod Chonklas on this character. I don't know if anybody's made a mod with Chonklas. I feel like there has to be one, right? It feels really good to be able to just hit a button and reliably know that a parry is going to come out, instead of like worrying that if your switches are fucked up and then a punch or a kick is going to come out instead. This person does a lot of jump in throw. It's good to know. They do strike into throw like every time. Alright, one more time. Fuck. Fuck. Hold on, we're still good. No, we're not still good. Fuck. GG, that was a good one. Keep the feet there. Alright, somebody put shoes on this motherfucker instantly. Louis Joy, it's good to have you here. Please put shoes on her. I don't feel like I could play this character without shoes. But I don't remember if I have my mod still installed. This person is like the biggest, like, interpretation of the phrase strike throw I've ever seen. Where they will strike and they will throw. Like, pretty consistently, those two in order. So I've not played this game in 6 months. So we need to figure out how to play this game. This throw? Might be dead here. They're burnt out too. Throw. See if we can throw loop. No, we're dead. Shoe mod installing as we speak. The striker and the throwing arrive from their escalator with a sense of purpose. Give Jury 2 peg legs. What are the thoughts on Chun-Li? Is she good right now? I feel like Chun, back when I played this game, people were saying that she was like one of the best characters. I feel like that might still be the truth. There we go. Alright, we can still win this one. Go. No, we're dead. What the fuck? I was blocking! Fuck off! I was blocking that, you motherfucker! GG's. GG's. What is this opponent's details so I can feel good about myself? What are the ranked hours? 230?! Holy moly. 230. She got your ass? Bro, whose side are you on? Also, Arias, it's good to have you, and Arias, it's good to see you too. I hope you're doing well. Arias, thank you for the 15 months. Much appreciated. I hope you're doing well. Download is Ghost. Oh, wait. Yeah, we're playing the game without the real features. She had some slight nerfs, but nothing that really shifted her on tier list. I've always felt like Chun was, like, a better Jury. Not to say Jury's, like, not good. I think Jury's, like, one of the best characters in the game, but I always felt like Chun was just, like, her, but better. Without a fireball that, like, works in mysterious ways. That's how I describe Jury right now, is she's just Chun with the fireball that works in mysterious ways, and then, like, not as good. We're doing the ancient gamer time. Exactly. Have you guys seen that meme? Wait, hold on. Let me find it real quick. She's a front of the box character. You don't have to look in the bottom of the fucking cereal box to find this one. She's at the top of it, for sure. Where's the picture? Hold on. Let me find it. It was posted earlier today in the video games channel. Maybe it was posted earlier than that, too. I was about to post it when I saw it. Joy won Capcom Cup, so she must be good. Nah. Just being a VTuber fan makes you different. Being as dedicated as your Oshi, being as dedicated to your Oshi as he is just makes you different. That's the thing. As dedicated as I am to Okayu, Uma is on a different sphere entirely. Let me find this image. It's so good. It's so good. I love this image so much. What kind of gamer are you? 2XKO, new school gamer, Fatal Fury, old school gamer, Hunter x Hunter, Nen Impact, retro gamer, Tekken 8, ancient gamer, Street Fighter 6, prehistoric gamer. It's so good. I love this meme so much. I love the fact that every time a new fighting game comes out, we already pushed like Street Fighter back to prehistoric gamer. Like, non-dependent on how many games came between that. 3 of these haven't even come out yet? That's the best part. This person understood the assignment. You'll be there for the downfall of Project L. So, I'm gonna be real with you guys. There's a lot of hype surrounding Project L. 2XKO. We're gonna call it Project L. Is Shimada familiar with Smash Ultimate mains? I've never played Smash competitively before, but I do get the drip feed from my timeline on Twitter every once in a while, and it's not good. Every time I get the drip feed of Smash Ultimate Twitter, I'm just like, holy shit, don't you guys have jobs? And then I'm like, no way, you got chemistry homework, dude, in 3 weeks. Name sucks? Name definitely does suck. I think Project L was a better name. But my theory that I'm crafting right now is, despite the hype surrounding it, I think it's about to be a very hated video game. I think it's about to be a very hated video game, but also very loved by sickos. Because I can already tell this is going to be a sicko game. But with like an extreme broad range of appeal, because it's League of Legends and it's Riot Games. So it's built on the back of a sicko game design, because it's a 2-person tag fighter with like direct tag-ins. Like, you can pass the baton while both are on screen at the same time, back to back, in like a mix-up heavy format with insane offense. People are not gonna survive this video game. People thought DNF Duel was fucked up. They're not surviving this one. 2 motherfuckers on the screen doing the same shit together, they're not surviving this video game. You're gonna become a 2XKO pro as your Hispanic blood demands. You should reclaim your title as a Tryndamere pro. Welcome back, BB Tag. BB Tag, born in 2018, died in 2018. Welcome back, BB Tag. Don't shut the league servers down. Do you know the SCP levels of containment that game does for the game? See, that's the crazy part, is sometimes, like, I'll be perusing the internet, and I always have, like, as much as I make fun of people who are, like, cooked in the brain that I experience on Twitter, I feel like the general person is, like, way better than people give them credit for. I feel like real freaks are the small pie chart that we're experiencing. Like the big slice of the pie, the one that you get on Thanksgiving, that's like the normal people. The tiny little like fucking last slice before like you've eaten the entire thing 5 days after its expiration date, that's the freaks. Those are the freaks. They're not real. They're fake people. They only exist on the internet. But I always forget they exist solely in League of Legends. Also, Joe, it's great to see you. I hope you're doing well. When your opponent's gonna come with his girl and you're gonna die. See, we're evolving. The phone girl is now gonna be the duo partner. The phone girl's about to become the duo partner. And then we're gonna see some shit that should be behind locked doors. Or in small claims court. Like, pretty soon, I feel. Are you a sicko, Shimada? No, I'm normal. Fallout 3, 4, and New Vegas factions. I think it's hard to claim that there's a Fallout 3, 4, and New Vegas faction. I feel like there's a Fallout New Vegas faction, and the Fallout New Vegas faction has made up people in their head that exist in the other two camps. And they're deranged enough that their tulpas have become true. I feel like Fallout New Vegas is like the only one, and then they've through level of derangement only applicable to someone who's really into Fallout New Vegas, has created tulpas that now walk the earth in corporeal form that bat for Fallout 3 and 4. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's the truth of the matter. Also, Azure Huts, it's good to see you. E-dating, never thought possible. The crazy thing is that, like, a bunch of e-boys that rely on their elo in League of Legends to sate their sense of self are about to experience a fighting game for the first time. And a lot of them are not going to be ready for it. And then their support e-girl that they like have tag along with them is going to be getting the brunt of the problem. Which is not something that we should be laughing about. This is something we should be prepared for. We should be prepared for the level of call-out posts. It's just like someone named Sakura Pedal 666 on Twitter with like a fucking Sanrio avatar being like, my experience with Dark Dante Sasuke 200. And then it's gonna be like, it all started when we met in mid lane in League of Legends. But it all ended when we duoed together in 2XKO. It's gonna be traumatic for the. It's going to be for real, and that's not me saying that they're gonna be bad at the game. I feel like a number of them is probably gonna be good at the game. I feel like the guy who relies on the valuation of elo in League of Legends with a support ego is just not ready for it. Get ready to learn Chinese, buddy. You're not ready. Also, Koi Boy, it's good to have you here. A lot of these League players are getting destroyed on Tekken because of the SageM tournament and having a bunch of League streamers. Koi Boy, it's good to see you. Even people I know who just play League of Legends, like, I know a lot of people who just play League or, like, Valorant, they're talking to me and they're just like, I'm thinking about picking up Tekken 7, or Tekken 8. I'm just like, get ready to learn Google Doc, buddy. Get ready to learn Google Doc, buddy. They're gonna get OCV'd by Puppy Girl Bridget57. T-Bird, it's good to have you here. Also, T-Bird, that sentence did so much mental damage to me. Fucking sound effect. Could be this in reverse. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, it's gonna be this in reverse. Wait, hold on. This is one of my favorite videos of all time. Let me find this. It's literally gonna be this in reverse. Let me theater mode this shit and let me screen share. Hold on. We're gonna go back to the chat screen so I can show this to you guys. Let me put the art away real quick. Put in the hot away. We're gonna put this away. Window capture. It's gonna be this, but in reverse. this, make this bigger. Let me eat this here.
Right here at the block with the homies. Say, what's up, fool?
Hey, what's happening?
Tap in with us. Where the bitches at, though? Yes, sir. We trying to kick it.
This video is such a classic.
Wait, so why haven't you blocked her from...
I blocked her already on my phone, but I can't do that on your account, bro.
What?
She see everything you post.
Oh,
Last time you was mentioning bitches,
Uh-huh.
I didn't get in the fade, bro. She blacked my eye.
oh, the homegirl abusive.
Yeah, bro.
The homegirl domestic violence.
Yeah, bro.
But fool, but your horse will be my horse and my horse will be your
We
horse.
won't have no whores if we both dead, bro. How the fuck we gonna play that role if we both dead?
Oh, she trying to 187 type shit? The murder was the case?
Murder was the case.
The homegirl death row. But then just leave her, fool. She's probably weird, fool.
Been trying to,
She's a
bro.
weirdo, fool.
It's like I'm addicted to this shit. I don't know. I can't explain it to you, bro.
You're addicted to bitches punching you in the face?
It's easier said than done. I can't. I don't know, bro.
Why are you scared of her? You look at your face. You look scared.
It's not the subject matter that's funny, because that's like not funny whatsoever. Also, Beef Drizzle, it's good to see you. I hope you've been doing well. The subject matter is not funny. Literally Paracelsus and Ava. It's the fact that he's doing this all on live. It's the fact that he's doing this all on live and keeping it like on his face while they're talking about it. That's the funny part about it. And he's like, oh.
I didn't get in the fade, bro. She blacked my eye.
It's so
the
good.
homegirl
It's so
abusive.
good. It is a bit. It's definitely not real. It's definitely not real.
Yes, bro.
But fool, but your horse will be my horse.
Like, they
and my
wouldn't
horse will be
record
your
it if
horse.
it was real. It's a joke, for sure.
How the fuck we gonna play that role?
My horse would be your horse, and
Oh,
your
she
horse would
trying
be
to
my
187
horse.
type shit?
Just trying to 187
Murder
type
was the
shit.
case?
Murder was the case.
The homegirl death row. But then just leave her, fool. She's probably weird, fool. She's a weirdo, fool.
I'm addicted to this shit. I don't know. I can't explain it.
It's the fact that he
addicted to
turns the
bitches
camera
punching in the
around
face?
back on him again after. It's so good. She's probably weird, fool. She's
Why you
probably
scared of her?
weirdo.
Bro, you would be
Look at your face. You look scared.
It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. This is gonna be Project L. This is gonna be Project L. Dude, you didn't see her after the fucking Darius gank, bro. She's weird, dude. She's weird. Just drop her. You don't understand. She's got a sick Ari. I can't win the local without her Ari. Fool, you weird too. Skeleton, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. It's very good to have you here. Let me go back here. It's gonna be a game for insane people for sure. I don't anticipate any good coming out of that video game except for funny Twitter clips. And I'm excited for it too. I'm gonna play it, but I'm well aware of like who I am and the fact that I don't like tag games. Like, I already know the fact that I don't like tag games, so I know that the game's gonna like piss me off. See if I can remember my BNBs in this game. It's been way too long since I played it. Could I get Cleo in on it? How did the Dota collab go? I don't know if Jets has ever played a MOBA before. And I think MOBAs are like... You guys may think this is a hot take. I think MOBAs are harder to win than fighting games. In terms of just like a general like walk in and play. Dude, round start jump? What the hell? I need to get better at anticipating the shit that they do. Alright, this guy is also the definition of strike though. In terms of he just walks in and then he strikes and then he throws. Okay, nice one there. Did Jamie get any buffs? Alright, 2 stops.
Bandit Thief is now following.
Alright, he's buffed up. He's gonna throw. There you go. You can basically just reliably know whenever he's gonna throw, I feel. You're kidding me. Throw?
Dragoon
Oh,
is
no
now
throw.
following.
Might be dead here. There you go. Get fucked. Get fucked. I'd say it's harder to start, but it's easier to improve at. Maybe I would say it's easier to win at, for sure. Check, check. Throw. I think MOBAs are easier to win at just because there's an added padding of people who are smarter than you playing the game as well. Whereas like fighting games, it's like you literally cannot win unless you win. You know, which is so stupid to say. I know it's like forehead sentence. Oh my lord. He just walks up and throws. It's just like I never expect it. Nice throw. I tried to go for a meaty jab there, but it didn't work. Can see it. Okay. I figured he was gonna mash as soon as he hit the ground. MOBAs are fighting games with teammates, RNG. I do think that RNG definitely makes a lot of sense in that game. In MOBAs especially. Stop it. Stop doing that. Check, check. Nice throw. There you go. Alright, we're going in. When you... Oh, it doesn't work! They were talking about the fact that... Okay, so when I go into the corner sometimes, I go for a instant jump medium punch. Just because it catches people who do like a throw or standing button. People tend to not expect it. Oh, next one. I might die from this. No! People always mash on that one. I'll go for a jumping medium punch sometimes in the corner because it will always hit people who throw or do like a standing jab. But it's like kind of a stupid move because it's so situational and it doesn't work a lot of the time, but it does do mental damage every time people get hit by it. Alright, let's see if we can use our parry button more. Changing the new pad. So far, it's good. It's good. The thing is that I own a better one. We might make it out of here if we can read his next move better. Okay, in the corner. Okay. I'm also so used to Tekken's throw break format now that like every time I'm doing something that does it. No, I tried to super. Fuck. GG. That was a good one. She ain't getting that promo. I feel like I own a better controller, but this controller has the benefit of having a parry macro that's like very accessible. Throw. A throw. Check, check. Kinda mass at this game now. Up you go. Alright, let's do check, check. Check, check. There you go. It's gonna spend a lot of drive, but we're still good here. It's not gonna hit him. I tried to dash and throw. We still have a little bit of Feng Shui Engine. Fuck. There you go. We can win this one. We can take the best of 3 here. If it's your first time buying a lever list, not only do you get more added function than a hitbox or a snack box will give you, it is, oh, STP. It's still cheaper too. There you go. We stay in, we stay in. Alright, we're gonna get 3 stacks off this one. No, I guess not. I guess my input says no. Alright, we won. We win. We were about to lose because I dropped the combo, but we still win. We still win. Vanity, it's good to have you here. I'm stunningly bad at Tekken, yet it's driving me crazy how you're unable to grasp the basics. Let me catch up on Chire. He's getting a lot of mileage. Wait, did his throw get buffed? Since the last time I played this game, did his throw get buffed? Is that why he's doing it a lot? Attacks that are dope, Lily has a short hop that leads to a counter hit combo in that situation. The Dodo Club was really fun. Yozo came in real clutch teaching Jets and RPing as her boyfriend. Were they fighting randoms online? That's actually really good. Running Remix is good to have you here. I hope you're doing well. I feel like this is, yeah, it's definitely, if it's your first time buying a Loverless, the Hot 42 is for sure the one I would go for. If you're not already planning on playing stably on a PS5 consistently. If you're playing on a PC and if you're playing on like poor man rigs at locals, like on Steam Decks and stuff, then like this is a great controller for you. I would say buyer beware for sure on the comfort factor and the fact that it's like really small. It's not particularly uncomfortable, but it's not comfortable either. There are worse controllers for sure in terms of the comfort factor, and it's really well made. But like I said before, the edges are like sharp for some reason. I think most games at the moment, Street Fighter 6, I have more of a hard time learning than other fighting games. I do feel like as a Tekken player, Street Fighter 6 is like, it's kind of hard to call myself a Tekken player because I feel like I'm as experienced in Street Fighter as I am in Tekken. But I feel like I talked about it before. I talked about it before on stream, or off stream, I should say. Was a Banner Thief and FP Dragon. They were the follow. Much appreciated. Tekken is a game where you need to know what every character is doing at all times. Like, you need to know what every character does and how to counter it. And Street Fighter is a game where you just need to know what your opponent is thinking at all times. Like, that's like the difficulty barrier between these games. Is that I feel like Tekken is like you always have to know what your opponent's characters can do at all times and like what to do. And then in Street Fighter, I feel like it's like more in terms of like you need to know what your opponent is thinking in his brain at all times, which is like the knowledge ceiling in Tekken is way higher. I agree. I think the knowledge ceiling in Tekken is like considerably higher. I feel like it's easier to use the tools in Tekken to learn what your opponent can do and can't do than it is in Street Fighter. But it's harder to learn what you can do, which is kind of weird to say. Also, Stray Wolf, it's good to see you here. I hope you're doing well. I think Tekken is like Yomi game versus Microsoft Excel game. Kind of, basically. Tekken is also very Yomi too. But I feel like this game is like down to its core components, like Yomi at its finest. Where it's like, if you don't know what your opponent is thinking in their brain, they're just gonna steamroll you. Like, what is Yoshi doing? What the fuck is that character ever doing? It's impossible to know. We will never know. I still get him for Tekken easily because of how common the moves the players use sometimes. I feel like everybody in Tekken is like using their top 10 moves, so it's like easier to follow that line of logic. The problem is that there's 30 characters on launch. There's like 30 plus characters on launch. That's really hard to keep track of. Unless you're spending a lot of time like learning all of them. Like, I get learning what Devil Jin does and what like learning what Azucena does and stuff like that. But like at the same time too, like if you don't know how to use training mode and replay mode, it's hard to figure it out too. It's definitely knowledge check. You tell people Tekken is a $70 knowledge check. And people get mad at you for saying that too. They're just like, Tekken is not more of a knowledge check game than like other stuff. And I'm just like, are you serious right now? Are you telling me that it's not more of a knowledge check game to know that you need to sidestep Azucena's running 3-2 and then duck the second hit? Is that really like not a knowledge check that is the only way that you deal with that move besides just eating it over and over again? Like which makes it so that when you do learn it, it's like you know it. Versus in this game, it's just like if I fight someone who is really good at shifting gears constantly, it's really hard to figure out what to do. I think people get more comfortable in Tekken doing the same things over and over again. I would say Platinum and Red Rank are kind of like comparable to each other in terms of just like location on the skill spread. And Red Rank in Tekken feels like it's more in terms of people just running the best offense that they can. And you just figuring it out. And then Platinum here is just like, You encounter people who are like genuinely good at shifting gears, and then you encounter people that are just like, let me strike you, let me throw you, let me strike you, let me throw you. Because 2 for 2 so far fighting Platinum players right now is like... 2 for 2 is just 2 people that we've just fought that do strike throw like over and over again. They're cooking with acid. Still very interesting to me how every king you fought has used a different game plan than me. I do feel like in Tekken, the characters are so fit with so many tools that they can use that they can do lots of different things. But there are like things that are way better than others that they all have. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty common to fight characters that are like, oh no, it's Honda. Also remarkable. Thank you for the follow too. Much appreciated. What flag is that? Is it the Philippines flag? Also, Koi Boy, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Is he a sumo?
Koi Boy is now following.
I think the more that I remember I could just shift gears in the game, the easier it becomes, for sure. Because right now I'm winning based on a pretty solid offense. Now he feels more comfortable coming in, so I can spend more time defending. I just have to hold my middle position here. Get my stocks. Fuck, too far, too far. 2 DIs, point blank. Yeah, sure. I got him. 2 DIs, point blank. He said the first one didn't work, so we're going again. Okay. I think the game 2 is like learning how to structure your turn. A lot of Tekken or Street Fighter in particular is like learning the best way to structure your turn against the other player. Especially in situations where you're just trading blocks over and over again. When I fight someone and that's the situation, the person who ends up winning is the one who's able to structure... Oh, did they leave? Did they leave? Send this guy back to gold? What rank was he? Platinum 1? That's what troubles me in 6, the shifting gears. So I feel like maybe the thing that helped me with shifting gears is the fact that I played a lot of Guilty Gear Strive. And then the Guilty Gear community, what's really taught to you is the triangle of neutral. Having too much fun with Tekken right now. Akuma might bring me back. I feel like I'm going to stick with Tekken, to be honest, over Street Fighter. I can't imagine Street Fighter is what's going to, like, pull me back in. Or Akuma is going to pull me back into Street Fighter, to be honest. Oh, so why did I freeze? I froze. I'm frozen. Tekken, why have I frozen? No, it's doing the lag thing again. We can fix that by... I think we can fix that by changing the tracking right now. Let me plug it in. It's the lockjaw. It's my TMJ. Dude, I'm locked in like TMJ. So one of the benefits I feel like I got from learning Guilty Gear Strive is that Guilty Gear Strive's neutral is such a fucking, like, insane shit show half the time that you have to rely on the ability to shift gears all the time, like constantly over and over again. Dude, I look so creepy right now. Alright, USB connection. Let me open up USB connection here. I see the problem is that it disconnects and connects like over and over and over again on Wi-Fi. Alright, let me connect this. Select. Is it working? Let's go! Let's hope that we don't repeat the same problem as last stream where, let's hope it doesn't repeat the same problem as last stream where it just made it so that, my phone corrupted and then I had to do a factory reset on stream. Strive is neutral. You play solo, you can't go neutral Unga Booga. So I feel like Strive has, like, Akuma's a Tekken character. I'm so glad that we have the first crossover character in Street Fighter 6 coming soon. Tekken is so intimidating. You just want to play off vibes like you do in SF and Granblue. I feel like this is definitely more vibes based. Also, Thor, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I was frozen today. Johnny Cash voice. I froze myself today to see if I still feel focus on the ping, the only thing that's real. A wall of purple. We sipping off that lean today. Let me open up MS Paint for you guys. So one thing that Guilty Gear taught me, Guilty Gear's neutral is a shit show. But it's a shit show for a very particular reason. It's because whoever wins neutral first wins. It's not like this game where it's a cycle of winning neutral over and over and over again. It's a you shoot first and you shoot well. So I've drawn this out a couple times before, but I'll do it again. Because I'm sure it's been a while since I've talked about it. It's the neutral triangle. Illuminati. We MS Peak. No, she's going for the MS Paint. Have you tried out Uni? I've been thinking about doing a dojo night for Uni. A very kind anonymous gifter on Throne bought me Uni when it came out. But because the game is broken on PC, I've not played it very much yet. But I want you guys to guess the character I play. I want you guys to guess the character I play in Uni 2. From like 3 hours that I played it. I'm sure some people know. And some people will be surprised. User, shield guy, Yuzahira. Let me find this character. Let me find a screenshot of this character for you. This is a character I played in Uni 2. One person got it right. I played this motherfucker in Uni 2. He's so fun. He's actually so fun. Multi-win. I'd be down to play Actress Again Current Code. If it was Type Lumina, I'd be less down. Also, leave in comments, good to have you here. Your eyes, I flashbanged you. Every time I open up MS Paint, I feel like I need to put a layer of like dark color on it so I don't flashbang everyone. Got to Master with Manol and wanted to take a break from SF, but yeah, Tekken is kind of demoralizing so far. So the reason why Tekken is kind of demoralizing is because it makes you feel like the dumbest fighting game player known to man if you're not a Tekken head. Every person who's good at fighting games that I talk to, who plays Tekken, or who tries out Tekken for the first time, tells me that they feel like the worst fighting game player ever. Because it turns everything you know on its head. That's why I tell people who never play fighting games before that Tekken is a good choice. Because they're not walking into it with the expectation that they already have based on other fighting games. If you play a lot of Street Fighter, Tekken is hard. But if you play a lot of Tekken, Street Fighter is hard. You know what I mean? It's like both ways. But yeah, I play this character. He is the dumbest motherfucker known to man. He's got bricks in his head. He's just like me, for real, for real. He got bricks in his head. He doesn't got beats in his head. He got bricks in his head. He's really fun, though. He's very, like, Unga Bunga. So this is an idea that I always have to work on. It's the triangle of neutral. This is the concept of shifting gears. So we start off with defensive, reactive, American football. This is what we start off with. This tends to be like a very basic way of playing. It's you just, you know, down back block and wait for them to go. It's Turtle Guile, basically. It's Turtle Guile. Triangle looks like a Dorito. It's the defensive reactive play. So it's waiting for your opponent to make a move. What this tends to beat is it tends to beat preemptive play. Jesus Christ, this font is so huge. It tends to beat preemptive play, which means that when you are tossing moves out in neutral because you think it's gonna hit them. It's like walking forward and medium kicking, or walking forward and like crouch medium kicking to buffer into a special. Which is what you see a lot in Street Fighter. You see a lot of people like walking back and forth and kicking and punching. Because they feel like they can buffer into a special. The defensive reactive play, you're focusing your entire like gear that you're shifting into to just waiting and watching for this. So this beats out this Which is why you see like a lot of one-sided matches sometimes, because these are the two ways that people tend to play sometimes. And then the third option here is that we have people who are... Oh my god, why'd it get so small? Why'd it get so small? 60. I think I might be on 60. Approaching. This is like the jumping in attack. This is like the you're jumping in for like a jump in. This is like you're dashing in for a throw. This is the monkey mode shit that people be doing. So the preemptive play tends to beat this. People, if you throw out a limb, the person who's trying to run up and throw is about to get stuffed. If they're resetting their pressure to come up and throw you, they're about to be stuffed. If they're jumping in and trying to get you and you stop them with a limb, they're gonna get stuffed. But this tends to beat the reactive play, especially if you're watching for someone to do something and they walk up and throw you. It's very effective to just walk up and throw Guile, because he's going to be crouched down backing the entire time. So if you dash in and throw him, you tend to beat him a lot. So the idea of shifting gears is knowing which one your opponent is doing at any time, and then going back to the one that beats it. It's definitely rock, paper, scissors, for sure. It's rock, paper, scissors if rock, paper, scissors was like chess at the same time. Just like Mei, for real. Your Mika player. Is Mika fun? She seems like a gorilla character, for sure. Also, Muffin, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I'm probably not going to play Ava, because I don't know if I'm going to be playing Guilty Gear again. I don't know if I can handle Guilty Gear in my life anymore. That game is bad for the soul. It's not a bad game, in my opinion, but it's bad for the soul, for sure. I've already, like, lowered my lifespan by playing as amount of Tekken as I have so far. And this game, too. Remember seeing a video about that on Tekken 7 and never fully got the grasp of it until now. It's a process that took me forever to, like, fully understand what people were talking about. Let me see if I can get this here. Like, I truly did not get what people were talking about when they were talking about the neutral triangle for the longest time. But it's like you learn it by doing it. You learn it by knowing, like, imagine Chun-Li's down backing here and she's just doing, like, spinning bird kick DP or, like, fireball. She's waiting for you to do something. If you just do and throw before she's able to do anything from this angle. If you have a character that's fast, it's, like, better than others, of course. Like, Juri's dash is, like, really fast. 4-wheel drift, though. The fourth point of the triangle is gorilla. Are we looking for anyone? Oh, no, we're not. I thought we were still looking for someone. Open matchmaking settings. Alright, let's go back to ranked. I was like, why am I not finding anyone? Dead game. Dead game. I think people play Armika because she got Booty and Booba. And was Mega Unga Bunga in early SP. I remember the days of when the game first came out and I was like really, really bad at fighting games. Where I would play Armika and I would just like do the clap over and over again. It's ES Wizard, the Zengi. Alright, what's this connection gonna be like? So I have to like... I can't blame the Beast when I fight Zangief like I used to. I have to understand the reason why I lose to Zangief a lot is because I don't want to play the game that you have to play when you fight him. This is the game that you have to play when you fight him. It's like keeping your space as much as possible and then only going in when you have like enough of an advantage. Oh fuck, no. There you go. Because you have to force him to walk down at you. If you make him... Like if you DoorDash yourself to him, that's doing half of his job for him. Okay. Good throw, good throw. Okay, we're in. We have 2 stocks, so we can spend them here. I don't really like running Oki on Zangief just because it's like I'm scared of him waking up with level 3. Okay, this is scary. Okay, we win, we win. There you go. The people's champion. Listen, I don't know whoever the champion he is of. Those people, I don't know him. Also, Pickles, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. He gives me the toes. I know that Geef players don't mind fighting Jury, like, by and large, apparently. I've seen Geef players say that this matchup is, like, decent for them. But maybe I'm putting words in your mouth. Maybe I'm putting words in your mouth and then every Geef player in chat is just like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Because it really is just like, her strength is like, what he wants you to do. I think Jury will become your second character to learn after Manon. You have a really clean Jury. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I feel like my Jury can be better. It's a lot about like spacing control. Okay. We have 2 stocks. 1, 2. Fuck. Let's see if we can sweep him. He doesn't go for the bigger rewards. He tried there, for sure. Alright, level 3. We're gonna keep the second half of our bar here. And we're gonna go for damage. He's got level 3, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this and then jump. We caught him jumping. Oh, you fucking freak. You fucking freak! You piece of shit freak! 3 empty jumps into level 3 super? You're actually a freak. You're actually a freak. I'm sending you to fucking night school, dude. Outplayed? He missed the super 3 times. He missed the super 3 times. Remember when people were like, Zangief should be able to combo into that? That shit is so funny. Yeah, see, this is why it's bad to play this matchup any other way as Jury. Isn't it? Yeah, got 2 stocks like this. 2. Because the more you go in as Jury, the more you're doing his job for him. You have to keep him out as best as possible. That was almost disastrous. That was almost really bad. The mix was crazy. The 3 whipped supers was the mix. And there's be like, the mix is crazy, yet I can still see the caramel syrup at the bottom. Okay. He's burnt out. I'm gonna take him to the corner with this. What the hell? I thought it blocked that. Alright, overhead. He can win this if he throws. That's the scary part. Oh, I pressed there. I tried to super during his sprint up. That's the second time I've dropped the super. Okay, we have to win this one. Okay. Okay. We can win if we do better space control. Keep missing my combos.
Selfie at 11 is now
Good throw.
following.
We have level 3. He doesn't yet. Okay. No. I'm so mad. I'm not dead yet. I'm dead. No! I hate this game, dude! Let's get in Tropic Bliss. It's good to have you. I thought it was gonna be the strike throw at the end. Hotashi! Thank you so much for the raid. Much appreciated. It's good to see you. I'm sorry that you had to see that, Raiders. It is very good to see you. I was so locked in for a game that I just lost in front of you. I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope that you guys are doing well. Thank you, readers. Thank you, Hitachi, for the raid. It is good to see everybody here. I am Shimada Tiger, the Tiger of the Shimada Dojo. We're playing Street Fighter 6 for the first time in 6 months today. I just bought a new controller. Let me give a quick shout out to Hitachi. Hitachi, what were you up to today? Were you playing Guilty Gear? Shout out to Hitachi. You were playing Accent Core Plus R. Were you doing that to to play ABBA, or were you doing that to deal with the weirdos that you were talking to on Twitter? Was it to play ABBA, or was it to get on the weirdos that were getting at you on Twitter? Robokai! I see. Also, Sylphit, it's good to have you here. Thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Let me show you guys exactly what we're doing here. We're messing around with a brand new controller that we just got off of Throne. It is a Hot 42 controller. Let me find a good picture of this here. Picture of Hot next to my cat. Holy shit. Alright, transform. Fit the screen. There you go. This is the controller that we're messing around with today. It is a 16 button controller, and if you could read the title of the stream, I drank as many cups of coffee as this controller has buttons. So we have 16 cups of coffee deep today. So I'm fucking wired right now. I'm like shaking and wired. It is a $40 leverless controller that you can get off AliExpress. I wanted to test it out, and the only game that I could think of that it would be useful for was Street Fighter 6. Otherwise, I felt like Tekken is not necessarily the right game for this controller just because I can't find any use case for it. But I'm primarily a Tekken player. I usually play Tekken. So it's kind of hard to get back into Street Fighter right now. But I'm having a lot of fun with this game. Clementize, it's good to have you here. I hope you're doing well. That's a lot of coffee. It is quite a lot of coffee. It is quite a lot of coffee. It's quite a lot of coffee. Severely underestimated the size of these things compared to your hands. If you play Mishima, I do play Reina. I play Reina. She's like the Mishima for people who are... She's the Mishima for people who can't quite play the Mishimas. Because she has an entire other game plan on top of it. That's perfect for Tekken. Now you can bind all the macros. I don't think I've ever used a macro for Tekken. Like, I manually input everything in Tekken, and I never have a problem with it. The only manual input that I have a problem with in Tekken is key charge. And I only use those for training mode when I want to get a quick counter hit without being too lazy to go into the training mode and change to counter hit. Terraville, it's good to have you here. And Entropic Bliss, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. It's good to have you here. Pros use 1+2 and 3+4 macros. What is the... Do they really? I don't know. I've literally never had a problem inputting those, to be honest. Play Kazuya, please. I played Kazuya during the demo. I went so insane. So I think this was when everyone was at MagFest, and I was like having the worst FOMO of my life. Also, like going through a million different arcs of like everything being bad at once. But to stave off the mental illness, I went into the demo and learned how to play Kazuya. I grinded Kazuya out in the demo for like 12 hours, and then I've never played him again in any game ever. See on Fat Finger on Brian? I could see the use case for it, but it's like, I don't know. I think I say it now as if like I never Fat Finger on that game. I definitely do. All the Korean pros have 1+2 plus 3+4 bound. Maybe I should try it too. I was considering swapping to Tekken, to be honest, because this game takes too much out of my brain. Chat, so I know everyone's a blue name in chat right now. It's really funny. Waifu Mishima, I might try her out once I'm better at the game. 1+2 is especially useful if you don't plink 1+2 throw break. I do occasionally like hold the 1 instead of the 1+2. And it fucks up the throw break, especially with the throw break lockout system. Blue name gang. Blue name gang. We might swap the Tekken, to be honest. Not that I dislike this game, but I I feel like I'd have more fun playing Tekken, to be honest. I feel Tekken in my bones right now. I feel Tekken in my bones right now. Viewer matches? I don't really do viewer matches in Tekken yet until they make the lobby system easier to invite people. But maybe. I heard that there's a better invite system now, or at least like someone found a workaround. Let me launch Tekken real quick. Capcom's nuking your Dragon's Dogma game right now. Dude, I spent how long on Dragon's Dogma fucking defending that game? Cause it's a good game. It's a very good game. I've actually had crazy experiences in Dragon's Dogma recently that like I've not had in any other game. Let me find the screenshot that I had. DD1's one of your favorite games. I spent like 40 hours in the last 2 weeks playing it before Dragon's Dogma 2 came out. It definitely lives up to that game's hype for sure. You playing right now? It whips hard. It's so good. It's so good. So, I had a few experiences in DD2 that like I've never experienced anything else. Most locked doors in Dragon's Dogma 2 are locked by like a wooden bar. And I encountered a dungeon with a shortcut that I really, really, really wanted to get to that I can only achieve through getting through the locked door. And the only way that I could get through the locked door was beating the bar, stopping it on the other side. But obviously, I can't get to the other side of the door. But this shortcut would save me like 30 minutes. So I waited there for a second. And then I saw, out of the corner of my eye, a fucking skeleton. I saw like a fucking skeleton out of the corner of my eye, like across the way. So I threw a rock at it and got its attention. And the skeleton sprinted up to me and tried to slash at me and then broke the door open from its side, which is so fucking cool. It's actually so cool. It's a regular old Jack Skellington. Exactly. Let me find this game real quick. Game capture. Where are you? There you are. So the skeleton broke the door open for me. Simulation asking. Exactly, that's how I feel too. It's very dynamic. But I was sprinting through the dungeon, trying to get to the shortcut. I turned the next corner. The thing that I see... Let me find the screenshot. Did I post it anywhere? I know I took it, so I can just upload it here. The thing that I see next... Let me find the screenshot here. Pictures. Screenshots. Where is it? Is that the Grim Reaper? The fucking Grim Reaper around the corner just immediately aggroed onto me? The fucking Lich King. I turned the corner. Is that the Grim Reaper? I turned the corner and the Lich King was standing there, crown and long Buster Sword and all, fucking emanating aura on top of it, and I was like, holy shit, it's the Lich King. And then I thought that I could take it on, so it slices at one of my teammates here, one of my party members, and it kills her instantly. Microtransaction in Dragon's Dogma 2 don't bother me. I wish the performance was better. I also wish the performance was better. I also think the microtransactions are like less than nothing. I have a lot to say about the microtransactions in that game because there's a lot of misinformation about it. It's not real microtransactions. They're literally not real microtransactions. They're the fucking deluxe edition bonus that you can only purchase once. So if you buy the deluxe edition, you can't even get them anymore. There's still misinformation. It's crazy. You think that people by now would like learn what the real truth of it was? But they're not like renewable microtransactions. You can literally only buy them once. Even the appearance change one, you can only buy it a single time. You can't buy it multiple times because it's supposed to be a deluxe edition bonus. It's the same microtransactions in DMC and RE4. I think it's getting easy in the game. I don't even think it's the same one because I think in RE4 and DMC you could buy them multiple times, but I could be wrong. It's like less, to be honest. It's like less. Adding 99 character edit books to the game too. That's the crazy part, is that they like They're adding the shit that everybody's like, you just have like rare, like forced scarcity. That's why you want people to buy the fucking DLC, and it's like, nope, here's the shit for you that you can just get for free. Why would I think something's wrong? So I must be right. Exactly. I was like, okay, it's good to have you. Everything well. A lot of people just like very stubbornly, without playing the game, wanted to believe that it was bad, but it's phenomenal. It's really good. I'm a shill for this game for sure. It deserves it. They really cooked an amazing game. So I turn the corner and I see this fucking Lich King around the corner, and it slices at one of my teammates and then kills her instantly. And I'm like, oh shit. So I went back for her. And I picked her up and I sprinted out of there. And then I remembered that like there was another one dead on the ground too. So I had to go back for her and grab her too. Every time I went back in, he killed another person in one hit. I had to keep running back and forth. And when I finally made it out, I dropped off the ladder to get out of the zone, to get back into the overworld. He ran out into the real world with me. He chased me out. He followed me. He didn't go down the ladder. He just jumped down. I had to force him into the water. That was the only way I could get rid of him. Tekken 8 is undergoing server maintenance. Is it actually? There's no way. Hold on. Please tell me no. Please tell me no. Please tell me no. Your server maintenance is supposed to be on Wednesday, dude. Connect the server. Please tell me no. Okay. It's not in server maintenance. It's working for me. Mods, get him. He lied to me. Get him. It's still up. It's running right now. Lich King is in the server too. Tiger found a neat trick to enter high level zone. Her party hates her. It feels the most Dungeon Meshy type game I've ever experienced before. Like the shit that happens in Dungeon Meshy, this feels like that, but like in a mildly grimdark manner. Speaking of misinfo, also Jack, it's good to see you. There's another streamer playing ranked right now. See, maybe you have issues with your internet right now. Maybe that could be it. Also, let me update the category. Street Fighter 6. We're currently playing Tekken 8. Tekken 8. Do Hot 42 review and Tekken 8. Yeah, so far my review for this controller, I wish it was more comfortable.
Shower Alive is now following.
The other controllers I have like significantly higher form factor and comfort to it. This controller is like, it's good. It's really good. The form factor is like half-baked due to the fact that there's so many buttons like tied to it. You can only make a controller of this size so comfortable with so many buttons. What happened to SF6? I wasn't having fun with it. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I was not having a lot of fun playing it tonight, unfortunately. So I wanted to switch over to Tekken because I like this game better. I wanted to switch to Tekken because I like this game better. Not to say I dislike Street Fighter, but like, I don't know. Tekken feels more in my blood.
Limaram is now following.
This game definitely feels more in my blood. Tekken filled, understandable. Us. No Reina in SF6. Dude, I'm getting flashbanged by Reina right now. I like looked at the screen and I winced. Why is she so shiny? You're more of a Tekken head. I'm a bit of a Tekken head too. It's good to have you here, Shodai Life. I feel like I can banter better in Tekken too. I noticed there was a lot of dead air when I was playing Street Fighter. Which is, of course, I'm not comfortable with that game anymore because I haven't played it in like several months. I keep saying 6 months, but it's probably more like 3. Whereas Tekken is a game like I've been playing non-stop recently. She's so shiny. Kira.
Kimukum is now following.
Kira. Let's give it a follow. Lim Aram and Duke Mukum. Duke Mukum is a powerful name. Like, I feel way more comfortable in this game, to be honest. Let's go. America 1. America number 1! Bat chest! You had an awful night in Street Fighter 6, feeling toxic so you had to shut down lane bed, veg out on Twitch. See, I feel like maybe there's something... Hey, Hachi! He's here? He's alive? Hey, Hachi! What the hell? That's not Heihachi. That's the motherfucker from fucking Modern Warfare 2. That's not Heihachi. Okay. See, this is the shit that I couldn't do in fucking Street Fighter. I swapped games and this is the shit that I'm doing now. This one? Jake, who do you play in Tekken 8, by the way? I think I forgot to ask you that. We fought each other once in Koyo stream. And you beat my ass. Throw. He blocked. I tried to jab. 2, 3. Throw. Low. Throw. We take it back. Take it back now, y'all. You've been maining Panda. That's actually great. How do you feel about Panda in this game? I know a lot of people like say she's like unplayable, but I want to know what you think of her. Are you on your rank tree shit? Oh my god, next low. I'm gonna hop kick next. When in doubt, just he burst it out, man. She's just funny. I was wondering because it's like Kuma had the added like bonus of being a Mishima now. Cause can't Kuma wave dash? He's got an electric. Can he wave dash too? Or can he just do the electric? Like what did Panda get? Also, thank you. And shout out Highland, it's good to have you here. I hope you're doing well. You're just waiting on Eddie? Oh my god. What the hell is this, bro? What is this move? The great thing about Tekken is that people just throw shit at you you've never seen before and you'll never see again. And then all you can do is just laugh at it. What the fuck was that? He hit me with the Russian taunt. Oh fuck, nice one. See, he was playing reactive there. He was straight styling on me, dude. I'm gonna sidestep launch. Good low. Throw. Too far. See if we can throw him at the wall. He's probably not gonna see it. He did see it coming. Famous side swords. He's not gonna see it coming. What the fuck is this? There you go. He went baby mode, dude. He went straight baby mode on me. You don't see this shit in Street Fighter 6. In Street Fighter 6, I'm like, oh, I got Jinrai kicked again. In this one, I'm just like, oh, he baby kicked me. Go. He's gonna Ukemi. Look, he's baby punching. Go. Plus frames. 1, 2, side step. This is probably gonna do a lot of damage. Kill Jack, streamer? I will kill Jack for you. What's good, Hub? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. He hit me with the fucking ancient Allegan Empire. What the hell? Throw. 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 Dude, I feel like the meme of the fucking sweaty streamer, like, mashing the shit out of his keyboard playing League of Legends. And then, like, he plays one game that, like, doesn't stress him out, and then he's just, like, singing and stuff. That's how I feel right now, playing fucking Street Fighter, and then now playing this game. Nice one. Okay, we win. There you go. GG. Handled. Don't worry, I'll handle it. Don't worry, I'll handle it. The architect and the builder arrive calmly from their escalator with a sense of purpose. Don't worry, I'll handle it. GG, GG. He hit me with the fucking Ancient Elegant Empire, dude. The comment just won me over. Tekken plus FF14. Are you guys excited for, if you guys are also equally insane, are you excited for Dawn Trail? I'm not a very dedicated FF14 head in the last, like, 6 months or so, maybe like a year. I played Endwalker, like, all the way through, and then I did, like, the high-end content, and then I stopped.
Now following.
And then, like, I just caught up on the story recently. But every time there's a new expansion, I, like, dive back into that shit. Give me Fantasy Mexico? Dude, that's what I'm saying. Also, Yusef MSB, it's good to have you here. I hope you're doing well. You gotta catch up? It's so good. Call me Trick, it's good to see you. Are you more of a Street Fighter player? I think I'm more of a Tekken player, to be honest. I think I have more experience in Street Fighter. But I think Tekken, I take to it like water. I feel like Tekken, I'm like... When I play Tekken, I'm just like, yes, this makes sense. When I play Street Fighter, I'm just like, what the fuck do you mean? I can't hit crouching medium kick twice in a row, but he can. You just unsubbed to FF14? When you said I just unsubbed, I thought you were talking about me for a second. I was just like, no, come back! She breathes Tekken. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily great at Tekken, but I do feel more comfortable in this game. Tekken is a game for real sickos. I feel like I have that dog in me. I feel like I have that dog in me. Honestly though, if anyone's learning Tekken or struggling, I wholeheartedly recommend learning movement and fundamentals before combos. I would say that too. But I would also say that if you're focusing on learning fundamentals and movement, you're gonna have like a harder time in the interim period. Because you're gonna develop better skills over time. You might be better, like, more frustrated in the game, though. The game may be more frustrating to you in the interim period of learning. Because people who just learn combos, they, like, hit the combo and then they get big damage and then the dopamine receptors burn out of their head. What the hell? This guy's giving some uncle vibes. Also, Banner Thief, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Much appreciated. I hope you enjoy the emotes. What's that? That was the most called shot ever. Alright. You're gonna backstep all this time. I'm just gonna come after you, bro. No, you can't me. That's good to know. Throw. Okay. Plus frames. Throw. Got him. Get his ass. Get his ass. Oh, actually. How fast is that movie just did? Side step. Side step. There's a few things too in Tekken that you have to learn. Like the movement, you have to understand how you're supposed to marinate it. He might perfect me back. Yeah, he perfected me back. Whiff or yeah, exactly. Learning how to make use of like a counter hit or a whiff is like really important. What the hell? He anti-aired me with an orbital. This guy's playing Street Fighter. I'm gonna get got here. Two, three. We throw. 1, 2, throw. Good break, good break. No way that hits. No way that combos. What the fuck? There's no way. There's no way, bro.
Round 4.
Claudio Hopkick is an all-purpose tool. I hate orbitals with a passion. If your hopkick is not punishable, I'll kill you. Your punishment is the chair. Good slide. Throw. He's very good at the preemptive play right now. That's what we were talking about earlier. So if we focus on reactive play, we're gonna stop getting stuff like that. We'll stop getting stuff like that if we shift gears with him. Lars orbital -8. What is the frame data on Jax? That's what I want to know. Hitting combos is nice, but losing every interaction after because you don't have any movement and can't duck things properly. Ducking is the worst part about learning this game. Wine Ant Deluxe is a fantastic name. Is that their name? Dude, the character's got Uncle Energy and their name is Wine Ant Deluxe. That's incredible. Okay. So this person, okay, another hitting us with the advancing play. This character's got real fucking good ability to combo, for sure. Throw. He doesn't Ukemi. It's crazy that that's 2 hits.
Round 2. Fight.
Let me read that schizo shit in a second. I'm gonna read that schizophrenia fueled comment in just a moment, don't worry. Throw. Throw. There you go. Mr. Hangover, we gotta get in here. God wants me to do an electric.
Fight.
Hold on. God told me to sidestep real quick, hold on. I have a fucking insane story to tell you guys. I don't want to alienate people who are religious or like Christian, and I hope it doesn't, because it's not like anti-anything. But I grew up very like secular in my family. Okay, there you go. I grew up very secular in my family, despite the fact that like my family on my mom's side was like for sure like more Christian. And whenever I'd like be with like my grandparents, they would be like, "Do you want to go to church?" And then I'd be like, "I've never been before." And then I'd go and I'm just like, "Holy shit, this is boring." But the crazy part is that hold on, I faked out. Call me out. There we go. Come on. Miss low, nice low. It's probably gonna go for another. Missed that. 1, 2, 3. There you go. I was never very like religiously raised as a kid. To be honest, like I've attended like, cause I told you guys before, at least like a good number of you guys know this, but like I'm mixed and grew up in like a Japanese household too. So I've like been to like a Buddhist temple before. Mention suspicious user. We need to get rid of this guy, dude. He keeps going. He's funny in terms of just like what I told you guys before about when you get more than 200 viewers, you get like the creatures come out at night, like you're playing Dragon's Dogma 2. So, let's see here. Let me tell the story and also win. So I was never like religious as a kid. But since my grandparents on my mom's side were always just like, you should go to church with us. I was always just like, I wonder if I should. And I wonder if I like just always wondering about like, if God is out there or something. I remember I made an ultimatum in my head once where I was playing Gaia Online because a bunch of kids at summer camp were telling me that I needed to get on it, and I believed them. But my password and email would never work for some reason. I don't know exactly why. My email that I tried to sign up with would never work. And so I made an ultimatum in my head. I was like, one day I was just like, okay, if I try to make an account now and my email works, then God is real and I'll become a Christian. And then this is me like as a child, like really young, fucking playing Gaia Online. That's not punishable? That kills me if it hits. What the hell? Okay. This is my kill. No, but it does a lot of damage. Lo and behold, I log in and it works. And I think, oh, fuck. And then next time I went to my grandparents' house, I'm like, can we go to church? It was so funny. I made an ultimatum with God on if my Gaia Online account will work. And it worked, and then I went to my grandparents' place the next time and I said, we could go to church today. I didn't know the fact that church like didn't operate every day of the week. Cut said bet. It's probably the most insane like childhood story, or not childhood story, but like childhood like thought pattern. What the hell? Dude, he hit me with the fucking mystic bowman. GG. Also, Big Joe, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I'm Zen of the Zealous. It's good to have you here. Just the kind of crowd I like when playing Tekken. You Sid kids, will you pray to our Lord Jesus? He will listen and he will follow. You know what I feel? A song coming on. What is this guy? Account created March 3rd? Has he just been doing this whole time? Let me get rid of you. Get out of here, bro. Go whoa lo 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 somewhere else.
K underscore.
We're playing
J1
fucking
and is now following.
Total War Shogun, and we have the Portuguese. We're playing Total War Shogun, and we have the Portuguese in chat right now trying to convert. Send his ass to Cleo. Yeah, let's send him to Cleo. Let's send him to Cleo. Also, Butterzilla, it's good to have you here. What are you leaving behind? That's right, Love. Dude, maybe that was God following up with me after. He's like, so about that Gaia thing, you haven't really been to church since then. I was just like, oh no. Dear God, let my running 2 hit. Let my running 2 on counter hit into Perfumer combo KO this person. Dear God, Sage M voice, let it kill. Let's go, Jujutsu Kaisen. KK sent me a really funny screenshot today. I don't know exactly like what the context for the screenshot was. I want to say no to this person just so I can show you guys the screenshot. There's a chicken on your head. Where? Oh shit, there is. Zanzuko, it's good to see you. That's Bartholomew. He's the strongest member of the dojo here. He's the strongest member of the DK crew. Bartholomew. Also, Cajun, thank you for the follow too. Much appreciated. That's definitely a Shisho story. I'm a bit of a unique case when it comes to Tekken. I'm disabled and can only use one hand. Capoeiras, Eddie Christie, suit your disability. That's actually crazy that you can only use one hand and still play Tekken. I'm like,
is now following.
I'm not trying to like, I don't want to patronize you, but like really hats off to you. I've played with disability for like a long time. I'm visually impaired. I can't see out of one of my eyes very well. So it made playing at first very difficult, especially when I had to keep track of the screen at all time. Like in peripheral vision. But like playing with one hand is like crazy. Like that's even crazier. That's the shit that they raised Chinese KOF players to do from childhood. Also, Harry Mean, it's good to have you here. I hope you're doing well. Can Bartholomew perfect EWGF though? Listen, he can perfect EWGF on Jin. Previously thought impossible. Previously thought impossible. You're very visual right now, Shisho. That's what I say when I say something's visually challenging. Is your cat cracked at KOF? We can pull her up right now. Is this the picture? No, it's the Dragonstock one. I took a picture of her with my controller. She might be cracked at it. Oh, I'm looking for the screenshot. That's what I was looking for. One of the difficult things about streaming is having a million strings of consciousness going on at once, and then like one of them winning out all of the others. And then forgetting the story that you're about to tell. Then like you're just like after stream you're like, dude, I was so funny today. And then 5 minutes later you're just like watching the VOD and you're just like, bro, what was I cooking? Unsubbing because you watch Jujutsu Kaisen. KK sent me a screenshot of this earlier today and it made me laugh so hard. It's so good. It's so good. Unsubbing because you watch Jujutsu Kaisen. Speaking of Jujutsu Kaisen, I have not started snip.exe so you guys can see the name of the song here. Let's see if it works now. It should work in a second. You should play Juju Strive, be a Baiken main. It's in the character. I did play Baiken. That's who I played. That's actually who I played. I was a Baiken main throughout almost the entirety of my playtime with that game. It was a Giovanna main, and then after Giovanna, I played Baiken. How do I reset? How do I reset on this controller? Okay, there we go. I think I'm better at my EWGF. That's what you said to KK because she said specials is bad. I'm gonna be honest, I think specials took me like a while to get used to. I always think King Nu is really good. Especially the fact that the main singer is in Yakuza 8 and he's like one of my favorite characters in that game. But specials is like, it's an acquired taste, I'll be real with you. Let me put it on real quick. You are my specials. You are my specials. Did you see that someone gifted Mordiko, Bat at Video Games, a sub? Or no, someone gifted Northern Lion a sub to Moriko. And he noticed. And then he talked about how... he talked about how he can't type the phrase bat or mad without getting bat at mad in his search bar, and he always accidentally uses that one, and then people say shit like, why are you using an anime character emote? And he posted it on his stream. I was like losing my mind. It fucked up his emote usage. It's crazy to see that, like, my favorite streamer on this entire platform had his entire, like, user experience fucked because my friend's emote is now in his user list. her emote is now in his pocket, and then he cannot use the phrase mad or bat for bat chest at all anymore without that one popping up first. And he's just like, I don't even know who this streamer is. Juju Jub Jub. Doesn't Jub Jub mean something in Thai? Doesn't mean like I love you in Thai. That's kind of cute out there. I just remember seeing Thai people post Jub Jub on Twitter recently. Nice one. I think Lee's a character that I have to get like knowledge checked a million times before I start beating her. I still don't know what her back turn stance options are. Two. Alright, she doesn't match her throw. She does duck though. I don't know if that's a habit of hers after eating
Gromar One
a
US is
throw
now following.
or after eating plus frames. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we made her do it twice, which means next time we go for mid. How do you do with the list of chainsaws? Bro, if I knew. If I knew. If only I knew.
Zenzuko underscore is
That was a
now
good one. That
following.
was a good one there.
Round 3. Fight.
Let's get Kodomaru. Let's get out of here. Reina is so good. She's definitely my favorite Tekken character now. Instead of Asuka, but like, I don't know. It feels good to play a character that's like relevant to the game now. After being an Asuka main for so long, it feels really good to play a character that's like relevant to the game's lore and like the longevity of the game and like the meta. Good hop kick. Too bad. Good hop kick. Unfortunately, you don't own an air fryer.
Fight.
I don't know exactly what to do about her chainsaws. Cause I've never labbed against her. The most I've labbed against her is that I know you can do 1+2 every time she yells Ikimasu, and if you're a good audio cue user, you can react to it every time. I try to stop her there. The problem with trying to play preemptively in this game is that like a lot of buttons like just don't interrupt shit.
Final round. Fight.
Going exactly for the heat burst first. Okay. We get a bit of wall carry here. She's probably gonna go for the low next back turn. Cause she watched us do... This might be boss here. She watched us mash there, so she might go for low next back turn. There. That's exactly what I was looking for. She doesn't even kill me. Mid. We win. Let's go! Perfectly timed with the music. You are my special. I knew she doesn't account for the mid after Heaven's Wrath. That was you. You are my special. That was perfectly timed, dude. That was so perfectly timed there. That was like Kino. That was actually Kino. Now we have the ending theme playing. I go back to my music playlist here.
Round 1.
There you go.
Fight.
Speaking of Coffee Lady, I also thought about playing Azucena before. But I don't know. I feel like any character who's like a capoeira or like stance user, who's not like as 1, 2, 3 ABC as Arena, might be a bit too hard for me. Even though I know that she's pretty simple. There's something that like just doesn't click in my brain about like relying on stances.
Round 2.
King is fun.
Fight.
He's a free ruler rank. I had a lot of fun when I played King. For like a day. Nice one there. Dude, I just remembered. One of my coworkers got Dragon's Dogma and was just like, hey, I've been using your pawn. Beatrice, was it? And I'm like, oh, fuck. There's no way I named my character Beatrice. I have to explain it to you. He's not an Umineko head. Side step. Okay. And then we duck it. Easy as that.
Round 3. Fight.
Like my coworker was just like, why'd you name your pawn Beatrice? And I'm just like, so there's a VN. It's called Umineko when they cry. And one of my favorite characters is named Beatrice. Oh, nice one there.
Round 4. Fight.
I'm gonna flip the chessboard, yeah. 1, 2. Again, not accounting for the mid. It's hard to watch for Lily lows. Especially when they kill you. I might be dead here. Throw. Let's go! We failed upward. We failed upward. We failed upward, dude. Also, thank you for the follows, Zen of the Zealous, Kodomaru Onisan, and also Zenzuko. Much appreciated. You're a Jin main, so you just parry wall run 2 on reaction. Cloudrigger posted the classic emote. He made a Shimada version of the classic emote. It's so funny. Let me find it real quick. I love this video. Shima Duck. It's so good. It's so good. I love this. If you could turn it into GIF form and make it transparent, I'm gonna use it. I'll put it on BTTV. Shima Classic. I might still have animated emote slots. Beatrice is a cool name. I do think Beatrice is a cool name too. Literally the only reason I chose her is because she's my favorite insane character in Umineko. A game full of insane people. Good to work on that, boss. Back in the content mine. I know the Tiger Bros churning out gems in the content mine. It's Hwoarang. I feel like Hwoarang's hated character, but like, he's only hated by scrubs like me. I like his character too. Especially that one video of him. I like his character too, especially that one video of him. Hold on. Let me get it real quick. Where did I put it? I swear I put it somewhere. Is it in my memes folder? It might be in my Shima memes folder. It's not in the Shima memes folder. It's probably my downloads list. Where is it? I have to share this with you guys. It's required viewing. It's mandatory viewing. There we go. I found it. Is this video? This is the one. This video is so good. It's so good. It's my favorite Tekken video. Chisho. It's the best Tekken video ever. Not this video, bro, please. There's 800 views for it on YouTube, and I'm like 600 of them. We're playing it 3 times. Video is so nice, we play it thrice. Do you have something to say? Do you? Do you have a comment that you want to make on the quality of this video? I already said my piece. Dude, I said the peas, you say the carrots. It's your turn, motherfucker. I played Jack to E4. It's your turn. I hit the little chess timer that goes when you hit it. It's your turn. It's your pawn to place. What would you like to say? I'm turning the camera around back on you. Spiroto's Mishima hairline video is hilarious. I don't think I've seen that one. Also, ITV, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Gonna flip the chessboard. They acting gay. Good for them. Good for them. Love wins. Dude, is there any reason for this move? Can someone explain to me what the reason for this move is? I've never found a use case for it. Looks hard. Also, Slowdom, it's good to have you here.
Slowdom is now following.
It does feel like a glorified taunt. It's supposed to be a parry. It's supposed to be a parry, but it does nothing. It's like fucking what's his name? What's his name? He's the oh my god, look at it. Wait, look at the guy with the white shirt behind the crowd. He's the guy in like the colored shirt. Does that not look like the most someone's dad character? And then the guy who he's the dad of is like the 26-year-old next to him. He's like the 50-year-old dad of like the guy who dragged him over to the MMA tournament here because he bought tickets through like a $600 reseller. And the dad's just like, yeah, like not getting it internally, and he's just like, yeah, like trying to figure out who he should root for. Meanwhile, his son is just like, kill her! His son's like, I have a 4-way parlay on this. You better get her in the first round. And then the dad's just like, where's all the violence for? I thought I taught you better. You like the guy with the crossed arms? He's locked in. What the hell? He's so locked in right now. Dude, wait. Heihachi Mishima is alive. He's doing the Heihachi Mishima laugh. Was that Northern Lion behind him? I found behind the crossed arms guy, the guy throwing his arms up looks like a mix of Pat Stares At and Northern Lion. He's the guy in the leather jacket throwing his arms up right behind the crossed arms guy. This is elaborate lore, Shisho. The voices are speaking to me. Wait, look, there he is again. Hold on. He's over here too. He's front row right here. The guy in the leather jacket, he looks like a mix of Pat Stares At and Northern Lion coming to root on this MMA tournament. Too tall to be Pat. That's why he's a mix of Northern Lion too. Dude, there's purple shirt guy again. It's so funny that they reuse the same people in the background. How do you continuously run? It always comes back to NL. Is there a way to just keep running? No. You run under stamina? Dude, imagine fighting him with stamina. Smash Bros ass down V counter. 10 MVM, it's good to have you here. Everything well. I also don't know the count, like the purpose of the third strike parry in this game too. I don't know the purpose of either of her parries, to be honest. Neither of them do anything to me. I think to even use her parry, you have to like crouch cancel it too. If you're far away, you get like a dash out as arbor. But if you use any of the options, it's like almost all of them are interruptible or like minus. You accidentally parry all the time. It's like you literally just have to step forward. That's the info for the parry, is to step forward. I do it all the time when I'm like walking into someone who's like grabbing. Dude, where are the people? Where are all the people? The people are gone. I can use this as an excuse to tell you guys my insane story. So I hinted at it at the beginning of stream. But I had a very insane encounter at Target. So I talked about it in the Discord earlier, but as a regular grocery shopper, I've been trying to move away from Ralph's / Kroger. The evil woman, exactly. It was the evil woman. I've been trying to move away from Ralph's / Kroger because it sucks. Every time I go into Ralph's or Kroger, same place, I encounter people who look like they want to kill themselves at any moment using any of the cleaning supplies that are there. Lep, it's good to have you here. You want to run hands real quick? I can't get anyone in this game right now. We could do a quick, like, first to 3, if you'd like to. Also, Sleepy, it's good to have you here. I hope you're doing well. We do play a match. Great session. So, every time I go to Kroger or Ralph's, every employee there looks like they want to kill themselves. And then half the shoppers there are either, like, people who also want to kill themselves or people who, like, actively make other people around them want to kill themselves. Like, more so than any Canadian doctor. Let me see your Tekken ID. Alright, let me drop it real quick. Let me pull it up real quick. So, instead, I decided to grocery shop at Target. Because I've been informed that at least our local Target has a pretty good track record for grocery shopping, which is surprising. I never looked at Target as, like, a grocery shopping place. There's the Tekken ID right there. Everyone's banned from the stream, sent to Kroger. Exactly, you're sent to the Kroger mines. Target's okay. I feel like Target is okay. But, like, there's a higher standard there, for sure. So I decided to shop at Target instead. The people at Target, like, don't always feel like they want to, like, give themselves trepanation. But I do encounter insane shoppers, though. It's all put onto the shoppers at Target, and I encountered the most insane one. So, when I was at Target last night, they closed the entire self-checkout line. There was no self-checkout. They closed the entire, like, six register place. They closed every lane except for 2. And then I walk over to the one that's, like, less full. And then as soon as I walk up, they go, "Ma'am, we're closing this one right now. You can't do this one." The next person is the last person here. You have to go to the other one. I look at the other one, and it's, like, a 30-person line. And I'm like, you have to be kidding me. There's no way. So I get through the entire, like, 30-person line waiting there for, like, an hour. Just to buy, like, 5 things. It would have easily been rectified at the self-checkout. And, I did not realize just how much shit the woman in front of me had in her cart. Just because I wasn't pocket watching or anything, you know? I wasn't about to start, like, pocket watching the people around me, so I wasn't looking in her cart or anything. So, we get to the front of the line. She's in front of me. She starts putting her shit, like, on the thing. She stacks it, like, after the Grinch Stole Christmas. You know how full that cart was? That's basically how full that cart was. That's how it felt. It felt like when the Grinch Stole Christmas. So she stacks it all the way to the top. And then she goes, see here, approved Tekken friend request. She stacks it all the way to the top. And she says, "Do you guys do price matching?" I'm like, oh, here we fucking go. I'm like, oh, here we go. So the guy who's, like, the only employee working a register, like, kind of, like, looks at her and, like, meekly goes, like, yeah. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I hope everything works out here. She shows the price match. He goes, "Ma'am, these are euros." He goes, "Ma'am, these are euros that you're showing me." And she goes, "Yeah." She goes, "Yeah? So what?" And he's just like, "We're not gonna price match a store in Europe. That's not how price match works. We do it based on the other target locations. So she says, I don't get why. So she starts throwing a fit. She's not even European. She's not even European. She's fucking American, which is the worst part. She's like just a regular like California woman. Like there's no hint of accent whatsoever. Also already up like once the story ends. There's no hint of accent whatsoever. Ain't no race she's not even running the conversion. She just says like, can you price match the fucking the euro amount, which is less. Like the euro amount is less, and she wants that just price checked 1-to-1 to USD. So it's so stupid. So she starts complaining over and over again. And then after maybe 15 minutes of the employee being like, man, we can't do this. A, that's not a Target store. And B, that's not even a USD amount. She goes, okay, fine, whatever. And then she separates all of her groceries from one half to another and says, I'm paying on 2 cards. And I'm just like, oh, you bitch. You somehow crawled out of the crevasse of hell and you came here fucking charging on 2 separate cards, making this be 2 separate transactions that he has to ring up. And she's just like, you can bag them separately too. Like, I felt like she was just trying to like give this guy hell. One of the card is in Swedish kroners. Price match the olives to Italy. Can you price check this to yen? So he runs to the entire first half. Real second health bar. Exactly. She's like a Dragon's Dogma character. So she gets to the entire first half and then goes, I have coupons for this one. And then pulls out a fucking like notebook. She pulls out a fucking notebook full of coupons. And I'm like, I know none of these are gonna work, man. I know, you've already established your phenotype to us. You're the type that brings out the coupons that are like 10 days expired. I know none of this shit is gonna work. She's a professional Karen. She has to be paid to be a Karen. And the cashier looked like he was about to end it all as soon as she walked away. She's an evolved Karen. It's even worse too. It gets worse. Definitely take some yen price matching. Dude, some food that you can get in Japan is way cheaper. It's crazy. So, it was like just boggling. And then she finally gets it all like done. And then the guy has it like bagged at the end of the thing. And she goes, can you put in my cart for me? I'm like, you're the worst person I've ever seen. You got 2 hands? You got 2 hands and 2 legs. Put that shit in your cart too. So just stands there and watches the cashier put all the shit he bagged into her cart for her. And then like, she just like drops her phone. Out of an act of karma, she slips and drops her phone and just yells, fuck! She yells, fuck! In the loudest volume I've ever heard anyone, echoing in the middle of the Target, and then everybody turned their head at the same time. It was so funny. She just yelled like fuck, echoing so loud in the entire Target. She had the evil in her, and it just came out when the porcelain cracked. I should have killed her for sure. Then as soon as she gets all of her shit bagged, all of her shit put in the cart, she walks away. She doesn't say thank you or anything. She just walks out. I get my shit scanned instantly. I like swipe in instantly. It takes like 10 seconds. All my shit is like done and done. It's done and dusted. It's instantaneously ready. Now, I walk out with my shit in hand because it's not even like enough to put in a cart. And I see her walk to her car. And her car was like the first car there. And I'm like, oh, she got a good parking spot. Maybe karma's not real if this lady got a good parking spot. Then I looked. It's a handicapped parking space. It's a handicapped parking space. She does not have a visible handicap whatsoever, which I wouldn't judge immediately based on that. Some people need the handicapped parking space for like other reasons. And she did not have the fucking placard on her fucking car. She was just freeballing in the fucking handicapped parking space for like over an hour. She's actually evil. I never believed in the power of true evil until I saw this woman at Target. She took the handicapped parking space to herself. And it had to have been like over an hour too. So she gets all of her shit. Like, I'm just watching from my car. I'm fucking flabbergasted. I'm just like standing in my car watching what she does. And then she puts all of her stuff in the trunk. She takes the cart and she leaves the cart in the handicap, like, dotted lines that you use to get wheelchairs out of the car. She leaves the cart in the handicap striped lines where you use a fucking like Stairmax to get your wheelchair out of the car. Effectively making it so that anyone who uses a wheelchair cannot get out of their car if they use that space, which was built for them and not for her. She's actually evil. I've never encountered someone more evil in my life. Alright, I'm ready to go now. I was fucking flabbergasted, dude. Definitely the worst person I've ever seen. Surprised she didn't ask for help for someone to put their bags in the car. I think I managed to sneak by her. She probably would have asked me for help, for sure. So distracted by this awful woman, you had to pause Dragon's Dogma 2. She's so bad, dude. I'm like, how can you become this morally corrupt? How could you become this morally corrupt? Actually, exactly. Also, welcome, Average B Enjoyer. It's good to have you here. Also, Lap is still here. I'm ready to go. She's just smarter than all of us. Taking life at her own pace, dropping her phone because life isn't fair. She's definitely like one of those people that goes to Am I the Asshole, the Reddit, and then like all of her Am I the Asshole posts are just like, am I the asshole for being kind to everyone around me and then being like the nicest person ever? You were scrolling Twitter. Fair, fair. Yeah, I hope she drops her phone again too. That shit was like morally cooked. I live in a more affluent area, so you tend to see it more here. Like, the average age is like very far ahead, and then the average like income is like very high around here. So those two things together tend to make you see the worst people known to man.
Ready for the next battle.
I'm just fucking like losing it. I'm like, how could you be that awful? I have to shop at Target War to see if I can see her again. You playing Shaheen? I know you play Shaheen. I thought you played June.
Round one.
Alright, let's do this.
Fight.
Oh my lord. Oh my god. Lab cooking. He's playing like a Guilty Gear player. He's playing like a Guilty Gear character, bro. An offense I never want to deal with. Nice one there. Shane's character story was really cool. I don't think I've played any amount of story in this game, to be honest. Okay. Let's see. Side step. 1, 2. Okay. Good counter launcher. Dude, my nose is so stuffed right now. The neutral is mine. Skibbity Scootrol. Welcome to my neutral. It's like plus a million, right? What the hell? Caravan son. Oh, nice one, nice one. Alright, I have the JoJo buff.
Round three. Fight.
Laugh is playing the Euro price in USD right now. Alright, we're at the wall so I can get the full combo. I take it back. God has stripped me down for my crimes in Gaia. 1, 2. Okay. I think I noticed a pattern here. I might lose the set, but I think I noticed a pattern. That's on me. That one was on me. It would have been sick if I won the Sono Chino Sarame. not able to see any channels in the Discord. You have to do the reaction roll. There's like rules and you have to react to the rules to look at them. So if you read the rules, you'll see it. Not the sidestep. You reacted? Maybe there's like a timer or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Alright, I have to play smart. Lab is a smart player. He's a professional fighting game player, so I have to like figure this out. He took the Muhammad Ali approach there. Up you go. Take it to the wall. Okay. There you go. It's actually crazy that Hell Sweep into Demon's Paw like just works. I think that's like a sign that someone on the Tekken team loved Arena. To give her 2 full combo Hell Sweep options was kind of crazy. Instead of like one only working on counter hit, I feel like Reina would like not be a good character if that was the case. Nice duck and throw. That was sick. Good mid. I need to get better at fuzzy block in this game. I noticed that people who fuzzy block tend to block my lows like way better and then like handle my mids too. And sometimes you have to react again. Nice power crush. I fell for it. I thought if I blocked it, it'd be fine. So little people play this character that I have no clue what he does. No, I ducked. No! Dude, no wonder you play Faust. You're a freak. Dude, you have the Faust DNA in you. Fucking full crouch for 3 seconds. That was a lugubrious, exactly. That side was morose and lugubrious. How do I deal with any of this shit? I don't know. You see maybe 3 Shaheens in the entire time you played. This is literally my first time fighting one. Ah, nice one. That's Sonochino Saname twice. I died both sets during Sonochino Saname. Lalo, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. You're one of the 3 Shaheens on Tekken. You play him like how you cook on Faust, which is scary. We got a good song here. I just have to play smarter. Just play right. I haven't used pocket change in a minute too. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Catch you walking. Walk myself. If you just play right, you'll never play wrong. What the hell? Dude, what vocation in Dragon's Dogma do you need to use that for? He's got no songs to be acting this way for. He's got no songs to be hopping in the crowd for this level 4. This counter launcher. I've seen lots of Reinas. I've definitely seen King the most, for sure. Okay. Do we win? Do we win? Let's go! You see more Asuka than King? Dude, they put you in the fucking blender. How do you see more Asuka than King? That's actually deranged. They put you in fucking Night Spring. You're not playing Tekken, you're playing Ekpe. I've never heard of someone who sees more Asuka than King. Nice duck there. That has to be like sidesteppable, right? There's another Zen here. There's a lot of Zens for some reason today. Maybe it's because I reached Zen through playing this game. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, I thought it'd work. The Asuka in me said you can just hold it. That's like 20 frame low, so I shouldn't be using that close. Especially not at frame advantage, or frame disadvantage. How do you deal with that move? Is it just sidestep? Forward 4 neutral 2 is the bane of your existence. It's crazy that it relaunches too. Also GG. That boy lab playing Shaheen. Rack, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Dude, he's smoking my shit stupid style. Alright, I'll do one more. He's smoking my shit stupid style with this character, dude. Also, Mizuhashi, it's good to have you here. He's the first Shaheen I've seen at all. You're just trying him? You haven't even seen a quarter of my power yet. Foolish mortal. 1, 2, throw. First time you haven't ducked that and I get a throw. Dude, there's something there. There's something going on there. That normal's got something going on with it. It ain't right. Throw. Good break there. Is it but? That laugh was gonna be forever carried by June. I was scared that I was gonna have to fight June. I feel even more scared that I have to fight fucking Shaheen. This is a character that like I didn't expect to ever fight in my life. I don't think Shaheen has any shooters. A poultry combo. A poultry sum. Dude, it's crazy that tracks. That's insane. Okay. There's a pattern where the longer he crouches for, the less likely he's about to slide. There you go. Let's go! I might win this one. I would have by accident. He's actually learning a somewhat dishonest but honest Tekken character. You're proud of this, MF? I feel like Shaheen, I said it before. Of course I'm like ignorant on how Tekken is like really played, but like I feel like Shaheen seems like the most like Tekken character out of like the weirdos. I was trying to see if I could wait for you to fuzzy block that. Oh, I got kind of hit. I tried to jump. I tried to jump through the Oki. Is he first? Unfortunately, I have one of my own. I'm hitting the wrong button. I kept hitting special style. Alright, we stay here. Okay. Too far, too far. Too far, too far. I can never get the range of that move right. There you go. I was trying to wait to see what you would do out of that. Is that just like 1-1-2? Is that what's launching me there? Is it like a true string? Or a counter hit bait string? Because I always think I can interrupt the next hit. Little do I know, it's over for me. Look at this damage, bro! It's okay. No, GG. If I got fucking heat activator, it would have won. It wouldn't have won, but it would have healed me enough. And then I would have had a real chance there. GG's, GG's. June launches him, Kaz does, I think Raven does too. D2 is reactable until it isn't. Which one is D2? Also GG's. Very fun lap, very fun. Thank you for the games, thank you for the games. I got no fucking clue what Shaheen does. I think Shaheen is like... I feel like Shaheen is like I said before, he's like pretty straightforward in a lot of ways, but like if you don't know what he does, you just don't know what he does. Which is like, what I told you guys before, what does he even do? What does he even do? And that's just true of every character. That's just true of every character. Rack, I was thinking you should put on first to 10 beef matches with people. Get like the 2 most insane motherfuckers that you know, and just make them first to 10 in voice chat on stream. And then like commentate over it while they could hear you. I feel like that'd be really funny.
Get ready for
Like
the
find the
next
most like
battle.
churlish people you can find. Of like any skill level. And then make them do like first to 10 on VC with each other while they can hear the commentary. I do that if it ever happens in my chat. That's good. Sounds like you want to do exactly that. The thing is that Tiger Bros like are insane. Tiger Bros are like normal. Tiger Bros are normal.
The next battle.
I feel like if you're a bigger Tekken streamer, you could like filter the weirdos in easier. Dude, my nose is so stuffed right now. I'm trying to like not be stuffed.
Round 1. Fight.
There's a character too that I don't really know, but I don't feel like she's like particularly not straightforward compared to anyone else. Two. One, two. Okay, she's getting impatient now. I feel like we could use this now. Oop. Not if we don't hit first. What is that mid, bro? What is that mid? That my toe is from like 10 miles away.
2. Fight.
Everyone on strings is OP. She seems like another strings character, right? Like another character that just tosses out strings. Dude, where's my health? What the hell is happening here? Where did my health bar go? Oh, too far, too far. I'm probably done here for sure. I got a misinput. Too far. Yeah, I deserve that. I did a wave dash into fucking hill sweep at like range 10. I deserve that for sure. Nice health, would be a shame you lost it. Like, look at her damage. It's crazy. The mid isn't a mid. The mid is not mid. Okay. Too far. I feel like I just gotta be more patient, to be honest. There's like... I was thinking about this the other day. It's like... when you don't know what your opponent can do and they know what you can do, what is the safest option? And it's just like... playing as conservatively as you can, I guess. And just like waiting and watching. Like if you... Cleo's going crazy? What was Cleo going crazy for?
Round 1. Fight.
What's that one? She's good at like backdashing out of stuff here. Nice to Kevy. I know I can't do that pressure string anymore then. I see you guys are talking about with strings now, for sure.